let's get into this, okay? So like I say, me and Simon put our heads together a while ago, and we kind of come up with a solution in terms of, look, why is not everybody achieving the success that we want them to see? Yeah, why is not everyone going on to achieve it? And there's reasons as to why. Now, you've got me now for the next couple of hours, okay? So I'm going to be running until around about just after 12, all right? Around about 12:30. I've got quite a lot of content to go through because, like I say, by the end of the Saturday School Todays, by the end of what we're doing right now, there is not going to be any reason as to why you can't go on to achieve whatever success you want to go on to achieve. That's what this is, because not only is it about strategy, success is not just about the strategy. We can show you all of the strategies under the sun, how to get on the front pages of Google, how to utilize affiliate marketing, how to do chatbots and social media. We can show you all of this stuff. However, if we don't have the other side of things, if we don't have the mindset that goes along with success, then guess what? If you've been struggling, there's a reason why. If we don't have the mindset to go along with all of the strategies, and look, I can teach you all the strategies, but we don't have the mindset to apply it all. So that means that we don't then go on to achieve the success that we are ultimately looking for. So that's what I'm going to be covering today. Who ultimately you really do need to become in order for you to go on to achieve the success that you are looking for. Because I can promise each and every one of you, I can promise you this, that success is more than just getting on the front page of Google. Because we coach literally thousands of people over the years on how to become successful. Some people go on to achieve whatever it is that they're looking for, but there's some that don't. And the people that don't, believe it or not, when we have coaching sessions, oh, Jay, you never guess what? Oh, Jay, I was going to do everything that you said, yeah? The affiliate marketing thing. I was going to do it all. I was going to do it. However, oh, you never guess what, Jay? Oh, man. You never guess what? The dog ate the homework. Oh, it's my wife's fault. It was the kids. Oh, it's the economy. It's COVID. It's this, it's that. There's always some reason as to why we are not going on to achieve what it is that we are looking for. So this is where, we come in now. I come in now and I'm like, look, no. Now is the time to really get things moving. Now is the time to really make things happen for yourself. But we've got to realize all aspects of what is required. So let's get into it, everybody. Right, let me change my slide. Okay, right. So you should all see SAS Agenda in front of you, okay? You should say SAS Agenda. So this is what we're going to be going through today. So I'm going to be talking to you about the laws around success, okay? So we're talking the 10 SAS laws. So, with what we do, me and Simon's come up with, this program. It's called Serious About Success. And there are rules when it comes down to achieving success. And when I'm saying rules, I mean there are rules, just like how there are rules when it comes down to losing weight. For example, if you eat healthy and you exercise, then you are bound to lose weight. So just like how there are rules around losing weight, there are also rules around, again, also becoming very successful as well. So we're going to be talking about the 10 laws. Now, I don't write the rules, believe it or not. These are the same rules that people like Simon Coulson, they live by. I live by these rules because I've learned them from people like Simon, but not just Simon. People like Richard Branson, Oprah Winfrey, the Dragons on Dragon's Den. We're all playing by the rules when it comes down to achieving success. And it's not just the rule of just getting on the front page of Google, okay? So this is what we're going to be going into a lot of detail in relation to. But in addition to that, we're also going to be talking about conquering procrastination, fear, and consistency. I also want you to get a bit of an idea about your current financial blueprint as well. There's so much to teach you today, okay? There's a lot to teach you, all right? But like I say, I promise you this, after you going through all of this with me right now, this is it now, nothing's going to get in your way to going on to achieve, the greatest financial figures that you've achieved for 2022, for example. So we're going to talk about your financial blueprint. Man, right, I'm going to get into it. And I'm also going to show you 3 ways of how you can start generating income within the next 30 days, okay? So these are going to be the things of what we're going to be covering over the course of the next couple of hours. I'm going to try and fit in a little break as well. but I've got a lot of quite a bit to go through. All right, feel free to use the chat, you know, to you know, again, confirm if you agree with what it is that I'm saying. If you don't agree, if you've got some real strong opinions that's not going to benefit the group, then it might not always be the best thing to pop into the chat. But do use it, and I've got it. I'm going to keep on jumping into the chat. Like I say, I've got a few technical issues today, but I will keep an eye on the chat as I go through. All right. Okay. Right then. Let's do this. Okay. So the laws around becoming successful. So you should all see a screen now in front of you. It says the 10 SAS laws. So the serious about success laws. All right. So what laws am I talking about? So these are the rules. All right. These are the rules that we must abide by. Okay. It's completely up to you. But if you abide by these rules, I will promise you, you will go on to achieve success. You can't not. A lot of you know my story. You've heard me speak before. You know that, you know, in my late teens, you know, I was living in a squat, okay, in my late teens. So I was homeless, you know, having job seekers allowance, you know, getting my £80 every 2 weeks, you know, eating the Happy Shopper all day breakfast, you know, the beans and the little hot dog sausage. You know, I'm having that for breakfast, you know, lunch and dinner. So how did I go from that to, you know, where I'm at right now, of which we've done, you know, a few £1 million over the last couple of years, have completely changed my life and all the rest of it. As I mentioned, it's more than just, you know, getting on the front page of Google. Who did I need to become? And these laws are what we're about to go through now. Again, these are the things that we've really embodied, you know, to ultimately achieve the success that I was looking for, okay? So starting with law number one. Law number one is honesty, all right? So like I say, make plenty of notes because this is where it's at, everybody. You know, law number one is honesty. So what do I mean by honesty? What I mean by this is, look, we've all got good intentions. However, as I started out this presentation today saying, you know, the amount of people that we hear excuses, Jay, you never guess what? Oh man, yeah. I hear this every single week of my life. Like I say, we coach lots and lots and lots of people. And what we do sometimes, everyone, is, like I say, we've got good intentions. However, we allow life to get in the way. And then we make excuses as to why we're allowing life to get in the way. So, you know, we'll be saying things like, oh, you know, I've got good intentions. I'm going to do it next week, Monday. Next week, Monday comes around. You're supposed to be doing the social media stuff, but we're putting it off and say, oh, well, the thing is, the reason as to why I can't do it right now is because of, oh, I'm a bit too tired because I've just come home from work. Or like I mentioned, it's the kids or it's the dog or it's the homework or it's the cat. It's always something, yeah? So from an honesty point of view, what each and every one of us must do is we now must really accept responsibility for exactly what is going on in our lives right here, right now. We've got to recognize that, you know what, success doesn't care. Success, you know, if we're not going to do what is required, if we're going to put things off and allow distractions to get in our way, success doesn't care. So success will only reward people who are prepared to do what is required. So if you're prepared to do what is required, then come and then we can go on to achieve a great level of success. But if you're not, and don't get me wrong, I know you've got good intentions, every single one of us, you know, every single one of us wants to go on to achieve a different level of financial success. Now, I know that. Hence the reason why you're here with me on a Saturday morning when no doubt there are other things of what you could be doing with your time, but you're here with me right here, right now, yeah? Because we want to learn exactly what is required to get to where it is that we want to be. However, if we don't now fully take responsibility for who we are, how we are currently showing up, what action we are prepared to take, remember everyone, you know, it's not about what happens right here on our webinars. You know, some of us, you know, you've attended a lot of our training in the past. It's not necessarily about what happens on the training. It's what you're doing 6 weeks from now, what you're doing 8 weeks from now, 12 weeks from now, 6 months from now. That is where your success really is. And if we're not going to see it, if we're going to just keep on looking for a magic button that we're going to just keep on, we're going to just have to press this magic button and start generating all this income. If we're looking for the magic button, then I'm sorry, but you're going to be looking for the magic button for the rest of your life. You know, the only thing that now is really that is truly required is for you to get some strategy, understand what it is that is required. If that's affiliate marketing, e-commerce, whatever it may well be. And now we just take action based on what it is that we are now doing, that we've now learned, the affiliate marketing thing or whatever. Let's just now take real solid action, but not allow life's distractions to get in our way. Oh, Jay, you never guess what? Because look, success doesn't care. I always have my little hand here as a representation of success, yeah? And success doesn't care. Whether or not you're prepared to do what is required, whether or not you put things off, whether or not you're using excuses, whether or not we tell ourselves that we're over here when we're really over here. When I first met Simon, right, this is back in 2012, I done Simon's 3-day workshop, the same workshop that lots of us no doubt has done, yeah? And when I went there, I'm like this, yeah, you know, I'm nearly there. You know, I'm nearly at success. Oh, you don't understand about me, Simon. You don't understand about me, yeah? I'm nearly there. However, what I realized after a short period of time is that I'm not really nearly there. I'm not nearly there. I'm all the way over here because my level of expectation, my understanding, what I really understood about becoming successful was over here rather than over here. So sometimes we got to get really real with each other, with ourselves. You know, currently your current income, your current net worth, currently right here, right now, that is exactly how much you know about all of this stuff. You know, because if you knew the mindset, if you knew what was required, guess what? You would already be there. You would already be at that level of success. A lot of the time people say, oh yeah, but Jay, I've got the mindset. You don't understand about me. I'm like, well, yeah, really? Well, if you had the mindset, then guess what? You would already be achieving the success that you are ultimately looking for, all right? So I'm very, very, very pleased that you're here with me right now because obviously we're learning, you know, all of these rules of what we need to now embody into our lives. And if you embody it into your life, I will promise you, I will guarantee you, you can't fail. You can't not go on to succeed. So law number one, everybody, is always to be very, very honest with ourselves, okay? Next is law number 2, which is vision, okay? Now, what do I mean when I'm talking about vision? What I mean when I mention vision is where are you going? What is it that you want to succeed, like what you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Because, you know, Jay, I just want to be rich. I just want to make money, Jay, yeah? I just want to be financially free. Okay, cool. But what does that mean? Because financial freedom to Shirley is different to Brian, which is different to David. So what I'm saying is that we've all got a different definition of what success or financial freedom really looks like. So what does it look like for you? Because if we're now just sort of like, you know, just fire in the dark, you know, wanting to become successful, like wanting to just, you know, just have loads of money, all right, great. However, what is it ultimately that you really want to see in your life? Why are we doing all of this? So I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to show you something. I'm just bringing it up right now, okay? I want to show you something that I created. If my computer's going to let me do this. Right, okay, right. Let me just reshare the screen. If it's going to do it. Come on. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, right, let me share the screen. Okay. Let me share. Okay, so something that I created a long time ago, yeah, was this, which is a vision board, okay? So this vision board, yeah, it gave me an idea on what it was that I wanted to see in my world. So it's all very well, I want to be rich, I want to make loads of money, I want to be financially successful, I want to be financially free, I want all of this type of stuff. But what do you specifically want to see in your world? Oh, you can't see anything but black. Oh man, this is killing me, man. Right, hang on, let me try again. No image. All right, hang on. Right, let me try again. All right, what about now? Is that any better? You should be able to see like a little vision board. No, you can't see it. Oh man, what is going on with this thing? Right, hang on. Let me try again. No worries, everybody. This is I've been saying to myself for a long time, I need to sort myself out. I need to get a new computer. But then I'm like, oh, but I've got everything all stored on this computer. I use it. Everything's all good. But then you realize times like now I really need it. It's letting me down. Right, let me try again. Having a bad day. I am having a bad morning session so far. Right, let's see if this works now. If not, then oh man. Right. Okay. Right. Let's try this now. Right. What about now? Can you see anything? Yes? Yeah? Deesa said yes. Anybody else saying yeah? Oh, whew, right. We will get there. Yeah, we will get there. Right. Like, even though this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me today, but you know what? We are going to get there because we are serious about success. Okay. So this is what I created once upon a time. All right. This is what I created back in around about 2006, 2007. So you can see in this picture at the top here that I'm a lot slimmer and I look a lot younger. I must have been in my early 20s, maybe 24, here where I created this vision board. And this was an idea of what I wanted to see in my world, okay? This is what I wanted to see in my life. So, you know, I always thought to myself, look, I want to become financially free. But by being financially free, I want to live in a house like this, okay? So this was my preference, yeah? I want to drive cars like this. I want to have luxury travel where I am traveling to, you know, luxury countries. You know, I also want to give back. That's what that row is there, the second from the bottom. I want to give back, you know, around the world. But then in addition to that, I wanted to have a family. I wanted to make money through my computer. This is way before I ever met Simon Coulson or anything like that. This is what I just had a bit of an idea in terms of what I wanted to achieve. In addition, you know, spirituality, I'm a very spiritual guy now, and, you know, martial arts. And look at this over here. Look at the microphone that you can see. You know, I'm now, you know, privileged enough to get to speak on some of the larger stages in Europe. But again, you know, I had this down on my vision board, you know, way before I ever picked up a microphone. But I just knew that it was something I wanted to have in my world, okay? So I had some clear vision. Now, you will hear stories like this all the time. Some of you would have heard Simon Coulson's story where he's talking about when he bought his first Ferrari. What did he do? He bought a model Ferrari. He then put it on his desk, yeah? He had an idea on how much money he needed to generate net, like an additional amount of money, 100 grand he needed to generate net. But because he put that little model Ferrari on his desk, he had an idea on how much money he needed to make in order to cover all of the cost. And as a result of that, he had some vision. He knew what he wanted to achieve. But more importantly, he understood how much it cost him to achieve what he wanted to achieve. So if you look at the vision board in front of you, for me to be financially free, yeah, this is financial freedom, and it includes me going on holiday once a quarter to a nice place. You know, it includes, you know, eating in nice restaurants, which I love to do, all the rest of it. What I've worked out, as per the vision and other things of what I like to do, for me to be financially free, it cost me £7,894.12 every single month. That's how much it costs me to be financially free. Because so many of us, I could ask all of you, and it's like, well, what do you want to achieve? Oh, Jay, I want to make 50 grand a month. Why? Yeah. Oh, Jay, yeah, I want to make 20 grand a month. All right, great. Why? Because I want to be able to pay bills and, you know, with no problem. What, you need as much as 50 grand a month just to pay some bills? Really? Because when we really now start working out, what do we really want to see in our life? And again, this is a basic fundamental that not all of us do. It's a basic fundamental that, you know, we just want to make a lot of money, and I get it. I understand where we're at. But in order for us to now really now start achieving what it is that we want to achieve, we've got to now have some vision in terms of what that even looks like. And then once we get the vision in terms of what that now looks like, now we can work out our figures, and now we know how to go about or what it is that we need in order for us to be living that desired lifestyle. So many of us do not do this. And of course, we will be sitting there and say, well, why? Why don't we do this? Why don't we get some clear vision as to what it is that we ultimately really want? Why don't we not do it? Because the moment that you do now start getting some clear vision, now your brain understands, exactly what it needs to do in order for it to get to that. When I say understand, I mean let's just say, for example, if you work out your desired lifestyle, and that desired lifestyle is going to cost you £10,000 a month, for example. Well, now you know. Now you know the figure that you are working towards. So that may well mean that, let's just say, for example, if you're selling something for £1,000, okay, fine, I need to make 10,000 a month. But now your brain knows, exactly what it needs to be working towards in order for you to have that financially free lifestyle. I hope this is making sense, everyone, because this is it. Often we think, like I say, yeah, if I learn the affiliate marketing thing or the eBay thing or the trading thing or the crypto thing, that's all I need. Yeah. All right, I'm not saying that it isn't, because you do need that. However, all of this side of things is equally as important, if not even more important. Because to know where it is that you're going, we don't always need to know the vehicle and how we're going to get there. Like when I first started and I attended Simon's training, I had no idea what I was going to get started in. I had no idea. All I knew is that I wanted to achieve this vision. That was it. And pretty much 85% of everything that you can see right here, right now, I've been able to achieve. Yeah. So I knew that I just had some vision. That was it. Now, how we get there, that's something different. It's like, knowing that you want to go to 123 Scotland Road in Scotland. You know that you want to go there. 123 Scotland Road. You know that you want to go there. Now, coming from London, how we get there? Well, look, I could take a helicopter. I could go by plane. I could go by car. I could go by skateboard. Yeah, I can ride a bike. I can run. Yeah. How I get there is something different. But you can see that there are multiple ways of how I can get there, right? But first of all, I need to know where I'm going. Yeah. Otherwise, what are we telling ourselves in terms of how seriously we want to achieve things in our world? So again, I hope that really makes sense, everyone. I've just stopped sharing that now, okay? So you might see a black screen for a minute. Let me get back to my presentation. So hopefully you can understand what it is that I'm saying there. Hang on. Right, come on, share. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh, come on. All right, hang on, everybody, if you can hear me. All right, hang on. Don't do this to me. Right. Oh, I can't believe this. All right, if you can hear me, bear with me. Oh, you can still hear me, yeah? Okay, right, my screen's just frozen for a minute. Oh, man. Okay, we are going to get through. Okay, hopefully it will sort itself out in a moment. I hope it does. Okay. Yeah, it's not my day today. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah. Take a breath. Thank you. I need to, well, look, when you've got like 115 people on a call with you and you're having these technical issues, I just can't believe what's going on today. But anyway, vision is very, very, very clear. Somebody just asked in the chat, well, why is it only £7,000? Because in order to be financially free, you don't always need 20 grand a month. Your computer's like mine. And you don't always need 20 grand a month. You don't always need 50 grand a month. You don't always need that. Sometimes, again, just by, working out exactly how much it is that you do need in order for you to be financially free, that's what's really important, okay? Now, I want to move on to the next slide, but I'm having some problems here. Now, will it allow me to move to the next slide? Okay, let's see what's going on now. Oh, this is just breaking. Right, more solutions. Okay, let me try and do something else. Hang on. Right, I'm trying to do this because I can't live like this. I'm trying something else. Hang on, let me just try this other thing here. Just bear with me. You're all doing great. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you, each and every one of you, for being patient with me right now. Hang on. All right, that's not gonna work neither. Oh man. Oh man. Right, I tell you what I might have to do, everybody. I can't believe this. Because I'm just frozen. It's just frozen. My screen's just completely frozen. I can't believe it. Right, that's not responding. Okay, it's not responding. Right, I might have to. Yeah, I might have to reboot. You know, I really don't look. Everyone, come back. I mean, I'm gonna have to reboot. I'm gonna have to because I can't do this. But look. I'll be back in literally 5 minutes, okay? Just, you know, just go and grab a cup of coffee or something. Yeah, look, I continue to read, but now it's stopping me from actually even moving screens. Like my screen's completely frozen, so I'm gonna have to reboot the computer. So just bear with me. Come back, just come back in 5 minutes, and we'll be back on. So it's the same link and everything, and hopefully we can get you back on and everything should be all good. So just give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back, all right? I'll be right back with you, okay? Right, I'll see you soon. I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
Right. Can everyone hear me? We might be back. Oh, wow. Oh, oh man. Right. I'm back. Right. It should be all right now. Oh, man. This has been tough. Right. Okay. Right. The show must go on. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's all good. And that's better now. Okay. Right. It's now on the proper thing. So that should be all good now. So you should all be able to hear me. Okay. Right, that should be all good now. Right, okay. Thankfully we're there. And have we lost some people? I think we've lost some of you. Oh, never mind. Okay, right, is what it is. Okay, right then, let's continue, everyone. Thank you for all of you that are sticking with me. Yeah, I appreciate it. But you can see, look, things don't always run smooth, but the show must go on. Right then, so vision, as I was saying about vision, okay, we've got to have a clear vision. All right. So I showed you my vision board, you know, so moving forward, you know, we've got to create that vision board. It's really, really, really important. Okay. Moving forward. All right. And work out your exact required lifestyle. Okay. How much it's going to cost you to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. And what you're going to find is that, you know, you might think you need 60 grand a month or 100 grand a month. A lot of the time you don't. You know, a lot of the time you need a lot less than that, okay? A lot of the time it might even, you know, I've said to you, look, £7,896 and 12p a month. That's what it is that I need in order for me to live that financially free lifestyle. So obviously we can make a lot more money than that, which is great, but that's how much we need in order to become financially free. So I hope that makes perfect sense, okay? Law number 3, right? I'm in my flow now, okay? Everything's working, everything's all good, so I'm in my flow now, right? So let's do this, okay? So law number 3, ladies and gents, is expectation, okay? Now, expectation is absolutely huge. So when I mean expectation, I'm meaning, well, okay, what do you expect to see in your life, okay? So what do I mean by that is, let's just say, for example, the amount of money that you currently earn, your current level of your net worth is specifically based around your level of expectation of what it is that you expect to see in your life. So what I mean by that, and this is huge, this is absolutely massive. So what I mean when I'm talking about expectation is this. Let's just say, for example, you know, a lot of us over here in the UK, typically we will generate maybe between £2,000 to £3,000 a month typically. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, but let's just round off on average around about, £2,000 a month is what it is that we might earn on a monthly basis, okay? Now, the reason why you generate that type of income is because that's your level of expectation. It's like, yeah, well, I'm a £2,000 a month person. So that means that you could, say, for example, do a different job, go and do something different, and chances are you're going to get another job of where you're going to be generating a similar sort of amount of money on a monthly basis, yeah? You're not now going to take a massive pay cut, for example, because of your level of expectation. But let's just now say somebody that has come from a different country. Yeah, let's just say somebody just come from somewhere else, a different country, maybe a third world country, maybe somewhere around the world, somewhere that hasn't got the economy of what we've got over here in the UK, right? And let's just say for them, if we was to say to that person, right, do the same job as what you're prepared to do. So you're prepared to work 40 hours a week, 4, 8, 12, 16, 160 hours a month to generate £2,000. Let's just say, for example, we say the same thing, that somebody has just come from a different country, just landed in this country, and we've said, okay, right, we will pay you, instead of paying you £2,000 a month, we're going to pay you £1,000 a month, but you're going to have to work 160 odd hours doing the work. If I was to say that to you, all of you would be saying, no way, I'm not going to do that. No way. Why? Because you're a £2,000 a month person. But that person that's just come over here, I would take that. 160 hours a month, for £2,000 a month. Well, that's good money. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Now, the reason as to why you're not going to obviously do the same amount of hours, to make £1,000 is because of your level of expectation. However, your level of expectation is absolutely key when it comes down to achieving the success that you want to achieve. Because let's just now say that, all right, you're prepared to do 160 hours a month to make £2,000. If you were to come to me and say, Jay, okay, Jay, work 160 hours a month and make £2,000, what do you think I would say? I'd say the same sort of thing as what you would all say about generating £1,000 a month. I'll be saying, hey, what do you mean? £2,000 a month? You want me to work 160 hours a month and make £2,000? You've got to be joking. Because my level of expectation is to be generating around about £30,000 a month. That's my level of expectation. But let's just now say you go to Simon Coulson and say, Simon, work 160 hours a month and, make £30,000 a month. Do you know what Simon's going to say? What? Hey, you've got to be joking. Because Simon's level of expectation is to be making £100,000 a month. Let's just say we go to one of the dragons on Dragon's Den and say, Peter Jones, work 160 hours a month and make £100,000 a month. Do you know what Peter Jones is going to say? Hey, you what? You've got to be joking. Because his level of expectation is to be making £1 million a month. Richard Branson, work 160 hours a month and make $1 million, eh? You've got to be joking. Because his level of expectation is to make 10 million a month. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, 160 hours a month and make 10 million, eh? You've got to be joking. Because their level of expectation is to be making 100 million a month. So what I'm saying is, everybody, is that we're always going to hit our level of expectation. So look, we often think that, we just want to make a lot more money, but if we're struggling to make money, it's because we're not really understanding all this sort of, these elements to it, that we've got to raise our level of expectation if we're going to now start to start seeing much more money. So when I first met Simon Coulson, I was generating around about £30,000 a year. But then when you walk into Simon's room and you see people making as much as £30,000 a month, you're like, well, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Because I was earning £30,000 a year. I was earning more than the majority of my friends. They might be earning 26 grand a year and all the rest of it, or 23 or whatever. And I'm like, here, well, check me out. I earn, a little bit more than everybody else, so I'm all good. But that was my expectation based on the people that was around me. However, the moment you now start seeing other people around you, people like Simon and other people that are generating a great deal of an income, then you start thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute. hang on a minute. If these people can now be generating 30 grand a month, 100 grand a month, well, hang on a minute. Well, why can't I? So your level of expectation, it then changes based on the people that you surround yourself with. So this is absolutely crucial. Let's just say, for example, if you're somebody that is always late, you're late for everything, yeah? Every single time you leave your house, you're late for whatever it is that you want to try and do. But then today, I'm not going to be late. No way, I'm not going to be late. I am going to be there on time, yeah? Today I am. However, even though you're leaving your house maybe even a little bit early to get to the destination on time, where did all these random temporary traffic lights come from? You know, all the, there's not normally traffic on the road here. What I'm saying is that if you're always late, then your level of expectation subconsciously is that you're a late person. So that means it's almost like if, things need to shape themselves to put those certain things in front of you to stop you from getting to where it is that you want to be on time, because your level of expectation is that you're always late. I hope this is making sense, everyone. Because believe me, this is where your success lies. If you haven't gone on to achieve any financial success that you really want to as yet, then you please really take on board a lot of this stuff of what I'm saying. Because the person that was living in a squat, when I was living in a squat compared to the person that I'm living, that you're hearing from right here, right now, we're talking a completely different person here. But who did I need to grow into? What did I really need to understand? And all of this stuff is what I really needed to understand, but not just myself, Simon and all the rest of us as well. So you will always hit your level of expectation. Now, how do we go about increasing your level of expectation? Well, this is where we now look at law number 4, which is influences. Now, we've all heard before that your network is your net worth. Show me the 5 closest people to you, I will see you. You will typically earn between 5 to 10% above or below the 5 closest people to you, right? Now, we've heard of this type of stuff before. So if we've heard of these things before, why are we not always doing it? A lot of this stuff of what I'm going through right now, we've heard some of this stuff. I'm not saying anything that people say, oh, hang on a minute, I've never ever heard to surround myself with the right people. Now, this is my number 1 tip for success. People often say, all right, Jay, what would be your number 1 tip? If there was one thing out there, what would it be? Now, my number 1 tip for success will be to surround yourself with the right people, because regardless whether or not, you're gonna, surround people that's got a positive influence on you or a negative influence on you, either way, we are all influenced by each other. We are. So let's just say, for example, if we're all going on holiday next year and we all now start hitting the gym, that everybody around you, chances are you will find yourself in the gym too, because you've been influenced. So like I say, it could be a negative influence though as well. So if the 5 closest people to you are a little bit negative, oh, you don't want to do that, mate. No. Oh, no. And a bit negative around you, then guess what? That also can rub off on you too. When you've got the right people around you, you can see what other people are doing. And people like Simon Coulson, I've seen Simon get on a stage and make literally hundreds of thousands of pounds within an hour or two. What? 200,000 pounds in like 90 minutes? Like, wow. Now that is what you call impressive. But then we might get in the car after that and we're just having a bit of a chat. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. What is so special about Simon that is so much more special than me that he can do that and I can't? Why can he do it, but I can't? So what then happens is that influence, it then rubs off on me, for example. So when I'm talking about your level of expectation, when you're surrounding yourself with people that are making tens of thousands of pounds on a monthly basis, what do you think then starts happening to you? Because your influence, right? Your influence in terms of, well, how does Simon work? I've seen how he works. So that has an influence on me. You surround yourself with the right influences, you get a bit of an idea of what goes on in their mind. of which that then influences you. Do you get what I mean? And this happens throughout our whole entire life, that we are influenced by people. But remember, positive and negative. But like I say, surrounding yourself with the right people is absolutely crucial. Like, I'm talking crucial. Look, you know, all of us, I know we just want to go on to generate more income. And look, I'm showing you how it's done. Because by you abiding by all of these laws, the vehicle on how we achieve the financial success then becomes easy. When I first got started, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but the right influences, you know, this person was doing affiliate marketing. All right, I'll do that then. These people were creating digital marketing agencies. Oh, all right, I'll do that then. These people are now creating all these online courses. All right, I'll do that then. I see Simon speaking on stages and making hundreds of thousands of pounds. All right, I'll do that then. So I don't ever want to sit here and say, oh yeah, look at me. I'm so smart. I'm so this, I'm so that. You've got to be joking, right? I left school with like 1 C, D's, E's, and F's, right? That was it. I then went to Croydon College studying IT. I dropped out, right? And that's pretty much about it. My academic career and that's it. So in which case, all I've then chosen to do is surround myself with the right people and just allow them to influence me. And by them doing that, then, you know, my level of expectation for my life has increased. Of course. So you want to go on to start generating more money? I'm showing you how. But you must do these things. This is not just, oh yeah, sounds good, yeah. And then listen to it and allow it to go over your head. You've got to now start doing it, because we're sick and tired of not everyone not achieving the financial results that they really want. So now I'm just like, well, come on then. You want to achieve success? Well, come on then. Because it's not as hard as what you might think it is, but you've got to be doing all of this. If you Google it, 80% of your success will come down to your mindset and things that you do. So the person that you now become, 80% comes down to your mindset, yeah? Whereas 20% of it comes down to the strategy, yeah? So like I say, it is very important to ensure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people, okay? Crucial, all right? Law number 5, ladies and gents, is you've got to work smart, okay? Work smart. And what's going on with this now? Hopefully this is still okay. Hopefully you can also, yeah, okay, cool, you're back, okay. I had a little bit of a, yeah, okay. So work smart and then work hard. So we grow up, right? We all grow up hearing, work hard. Jay, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. David, you got to work hard. Mark, you got to work hard, right? This is what we grow up hearing, okay? Now, the thing is that I'm not saying to you that you don't have to work hard, because you do. However, what about working smart? Because working smart is ultimately really where it's at. So that means that, look, I could now say to you, right, you know, come round and I need a hole being dug in my back garden. Okay, I need a 6 foot by 6 foot hole being dug in my back garden, right? So you're going to come around and you're now going to work hard. Yeah, you're going to dig away in the back garden, right? Now, after 10 hours, you know, it's cold outside, it's raining. Yeah, you know how it can be over here in the UK. It's muddy and all that. Now, after 10 hours, I'm then going to pay you £150 and say, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, there you go. There's £150. Now, no one's really going to say, oh, Jay, you're ripping that person off, because I'm not. That's a decent wage, right? For a day's work. You know, you're just digging a hole in my back garden, but you're working hard. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, is that working hard doesn't always get you the financial results of what it is that you're looking for. Now, if you are working for your time, a lot of the time, if you're working for your time, then you're not working that smart, because you're always going to be capped. You know, so say, for example, if you're working for £20 an hour, well, let's just say you do a 10-hour day. Well, you can only make £200 in that day. That's it. So you can only make £200 a day. In a month, you're only going to be making X amount. That's if you're working for your time. However, I mean, look, even if you have a really, really high wage, like a really high rate, if you're earning £1,000 an hour, like who earns £1,000 an hour? I don't know. But if you're earning £1,000 an hour, you know, and you work for 8 or 10 hours, then you're going to make, you know, £8,000 to £10,000 in that day, which is good money. I'm not saying it isn't. That's a very decent amount of money for you to be earning. However, as I've mentioned, you know, I've seen people like Simon Coulson make as much as £200,000 in 90 minutes because he's not capped, you see. So what we've all got to do is start really understanding how to work a lot smarter. You will often see us doing one-to-mass. We do training of where you might spend, you know, £2,000 or, you know, £3,000 to come and do some training. You know, you might attend our 3-day workshop. For example, you know, you've spent £1,000 on it. You know, we've worked for 3 days. Simon's worked hard over the 3 days. He does majority of the talking over those 3 days. So he works hard over the 3 days. But then after the 3 days, it's like, okay, right, everyone's happy with the training. Yep, everyone's happy. Everyone leaves happy. You know, we just had 50 people on there. Simon's just made 50 grand for 3 days work, of which he's worked hard for 3 days. But then after that, everyone leaves happy. Yep, happy days and everything's all good. So what I'm saying is that, again, that is an example of working smart. Now, yes, an online business is also a great example of working smart, because an online business will mean that people can still see you, find your content, find your products that you're selling. You know, when we're sleeping, countries like Australia and America, they're still awake. So that then means that there's an opportunity for them to still find your content and then still ultimately buy from you or whatever it may well be. Do you get what I mean? So it's a smart way of working. So we've got to make sure that we are working really smartly. This is really important. You know, like I said, online business is great, but we've got to make sure that we're surrounding ourselves with the right people so that we're learning how to work smartly. I will promise you this. I will swear to you that I haven't always worked smartly. I had a day job. I worked for the Royal Bank of Scotland. I worked for Peabody Trust. You know, I was generating X amount, like I say, you know, just over 30-odd thousand pounds a year. So that was how I was working. But you're not really going to get, ultimately, you're not going to be able to get your £1 million house. You know, you're not going to be able to travel first class and all that sort of stuff by working for your time in that way. So law number 5, ladies and gents, is to work smart and then work hard, rather than work hard and then work smart. You know, really important. Law number 6, ladies and gents, is, we have all heard this before. Every single one of us on this call with me right now, I am pretty much going to guarantee you have heard at some point along the road that you need to get yourself a mentor. You have read books of which people have told you that you want to get a mentor. You've read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know, the first book that most entrepreneurs read. You know that the rich dad was the mentor. Yeah. You know, you've heard biographies. You've listened to people like Richard Branson, Donald Trump, even. You know, not that I want to get into anything political right now. Anytime I mention the word Donald Trump, everyone starts writing me saying, "Oh, Jay, well, hang on a minute. No. You know that guy." But I'm just talking about from a financial point of view. Yeah, he can make some money. Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. But if you look at all of these people, all of them have had mentors along the road. I have a mentor. You want to know how I'm able to, you know, how we're able to generate this type of income, you know, as much as £30,000 a month and then some. You want to know how we do this. You know, again, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's all me. Look at me. Aren't I so fantastic? You've got to be joking, right? I've got a mentor and it makes sense, everybody. You know, I was with Simon last week, Wednesday, and I'm saying, right, Simon, this is what I'm thinking about doing with my businesses, yeah? I'm thinking about doing this, that, this, that, this, that. Here's the result that I want to achieve. What would you do if you was me? Simon then says, oh, yeah, I'll do this. I'll do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, Simon Coulson has a mentor. You know, a lot of you would have heard of Andrew Reynolds. So Andrew Reynolds showed Simon a lot about the speaking game and all the rest of it. Yeah. So Simon's had a mentor. But Simon's mentor in Andrew has also had a mentor. Richard Branson's had a mentor. Oprah Winfrey has had a mentor. Deborah Meaden has had a mentor. Karen Brady has had a mentor. You know, all of us have had a mentor. Steph Prokofiev has had mentors. So if you're seeing so many of us that have all achieved success and you've read books, you know, you've heard that mentors are important. You've listened to biographies and podcasts and whatever, and, you know, you recognize that lots of people have had mentors, you know, recognizing that nobody does this alone. My question is who's your mentor? And if you don't have a mentor, after recognizing, well, hang on a minute, everyone else has got a mentor and you haven't got that, and you're still trying to go on to achieve 50 grand a month, make it easy on yourselves. Keep it simple. And keeping it simple is to have yourself a mentor, of course. Just to get people to show you what it is that you should be doing. If you're now trying to get online, trying to have an online business, don't get me wrong, the courses are fantastic. You know, you can buy courses. I've got lots of courses online. You know, my Easy Cash webinar, affiliate marketing, local business marketing, they're all great. However, without having me or somebody like myself alongside you to say, well, no, now let me have a look over what it is that you're doing. No, now do this and now do that. Now you can see how that's going to accelerate the process, right? So if we can see it and we can feel it, why are we not always doing it? And do you think you're now going to go on to achieve the success without it? Rick McMahon. We've all heard of Rick McMahon, How to Become. Now, you know, obviously he's always had Simon looking over, you know, pretty much everything that he's doing from at every step, right? We know this, right? So like I say, if you're seeing other people doing it and you're not doing it and you want the same results of what other people have got, what it is that you're trying to do is you're trying to lose weight and still eating fried chicken every meal. You know, or fried food for those of you that are, you know, vegetarian, yeah, and vegan, yeah. So you're still eating fried food and eating sugary sweets and cakes and all the rest of it, but then you're still trying to lose weight. And then we're not understanding why we're not losing weight. It's because you're not playing by the rules. That's the reason why you're not achieving the success. So my advice would always be, please do yourself a favor, make it easy on yourself. Play by the rules. And by you playing by the rules, you're going to get to where it is that you're going very quickly. Now, when I first started, you know, like I say, I've been struggling for a while trying to create success. Within 3 weeks of meeting Simon, I started making money. Within 6 months, I was able to leave my day job. In my first year as a full-time entrepreneur, I made 94 grand. This is going from £30,000 to 94 grand in my first year. So in which case, look, that year, you know, sometimes people's like, let me put that back up sometime, I haven't finished yet. Sometimes people's like, look, yeah, but Jay, yeah, sounds good, yeah. But the thing is, I haven't got the money, yeah. I haven't got the money for a mentor, yeah. I haven't got the money for it, or, you know, how do I get a mentor? Well, look, when the student is ready, the mentor will show up. And the thing is what we need to understand, everyone, is that it's not always about the amount of money that you're spending to get your mentors. It's about the amount of money that you're going to make as a result. As I say, look, that year that I met Simon, I was on Simon's program. I was spending, you know, some money there. I had another mentor that was helping me with some mindset stuff, another spiritual mentor, yeah. It was costing me as much as 10 grand that year in mentoring. I couldn't afford that. So I went and I sold my car. You know, the reason why is because I'm prepared to do whatever's required so that I can achieve the financial freedom that I'm looking for. So I had to get rid of my car. So I sold the car so I could pay for the mentoring. Now, the thing is that when I was at work, so I had still had a day job, and I told some of the people that I worked with that I was spending as much as 10 grand a year on mentoring, or 10 grand that year on mentoring. And you know what people were saying to me? Jay, you are mad. You are getting ripped off. You're crazy. Guess what? Shirley, guess what? Jay's spending 10 grand on his mentor. Look at him. He's such an idiot. He's getting ripped off. You want to put that money in our pocket? That's what they were saying. And I'm just like, yeah, all right. Good job. I'm not like you. Look, I'm not like you, right? 6 months later, I handed in my notice. 6 months later. Do you know what they then said to me? Oh, Jay, you're so lucky. Oh, Jay, you're such a lucky guy, aren't you? I'm like, what? 6 months ago, you was telling me that I'm getting ripped off. 6 months later, you're telling me that I'm so lucky. Are you crazy? Do you know what I mean? Now, look, we do not want to be like that. If you are seeking success, you do not want to be like that. I promise you. You want to be the opposite. So if they're saying, no, they would never spend, a pound on a mentor, you want to be saying, look, I'll be prepared to spend whatever is required in order for me to get the results that I'm looking for. I done 94 grand in my first year. Do you think I care about the 10 grand that I spent? Best money I ever spent in my life. I had to get rid of my car at the time. I had this Mercedes CLC at the time. Had to get rid of that. I was a bit disappointed. I had to get rid of the car. But now I've got this, over the years, I've had loads of different types of cars now. So do you think I care about having to sell that car? But it comes down to what you're prepared to do. And depending on what it is that you're prepared to do to get the right type of education, to get the right mentors, to surround yourself with the right people, that is what's going to ultimately determine your success. But it's up to you, everyone, all right? Law number 7 is to replicate, okay? To replicate. Now, replicating a business is also really important. Now, I often hear, people saying, look, they want to create the new invention. And the new invention is, this new form of communication, yeah, that, instead of just using the mobile phone, right? We've got this other thing that, it's got to send some signal, it goes down through the ground, goes up in the sky somewhere, flies around your head, then it goes through your ear, out the other ear, down here, does this, blah, blah, blah. Some new invention, right? Now, the thing is that when you are coming out with something brand new that no one's ever even heard of before, to educate your market can cost so much money to educate a new market on a brand new thing that no one's ever even heard of before. You might have to, have adverts on TV because people need to see it. But remember, just because somebody sees it once doesn't now mean that they register. They might need to see it 7 or 8 times for it to now fully register. So, you're in for, £1 million, £2 million in advertising on TV and on radio, or not in radio, but on YouTube ads or whatever it may well be. You're in for like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds before you make your first penny. That's why creating this brand new invention out of nowhere is not always easy to get it out to market. So a lot of us, what makes it easier is just to replicate a business, replicate something that's already there. Some of you that have already attended some of my training. Queasy, great to have you on the call with us. Some of you have already attended some of the training of what I do. What do you think I'm doing? Who do you think I'm replicating? You've got people like Simon Coulson. What do you think I'm doing here? Just replicating what he does. But the thing is that, look, replicating what Simon does, I'm never going to be Simon Coulson. Even though we look very, very, very similar, people often say, are you guys twins? Yeah, we often get that, yeah. But I'm never going to be Simon. So I'm always going to have a different twist on how I do things because I'm never going to be Simon, even though I might replicate what he does. Yeah. So replicating somebody that has already achieved the success that you are looking for is very, very, very important, right? Just reading some of your comments in the chat. If you're interested, you will do what's convenient. If you are committed, you will do whatever it takes. Love that, Metka. Love that. You will do whatever it takes if you are committed. But you've got to make a decision of how committed each and every one of you are. Because I'm going to be honest with you here. Success isn't always just easy. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. Yeah, everyone and their dog would be successful, right? If success was just so easy. So, because it's not like just the easiest thing out there, what are you really prepared to do to get it? And what I'm showing you here, this is the characteristics. This is what we now need to embody. And that will definitely help you get to where it is that you want to be, all right? Law number 8 is persistence. Again, is this the first time that you've heard that you can't give up? Is this the first time that you've heard that you've got to be persistent? Probably not. So why do we not always do it? The amount of times I hear every single month, if not every week, Jay, Jay, you know the affiliate marketing thing, right? You know the thing that you do, yeah? Well, look, I tried it, right? I tried it, yeah? I put out a Facebook post, yeah? No one's clicked on the link. I've made no money. That don't work. That don't work. The amount of times that I hear that, oh man, sometimes I just want to, because the thing is that I will then now look at that post that that person is putting out and hang on a minute, this post is terrible. You know, there is no emotion within the post. The picture is all pixelated. There's no call to action. But people, you know, sometimes we're prepared to quit. We're prepared to throw in the towel because we're looking for that magic button that I'm telling you does not exist. You've got to become good at what it is that you do if you're expecting to make money. It's not like, oh, okay, make some money and then become good at what you do. You've got to become good. So all of the training of what we provide at the Internet Business School, all of that training, you know, I've gone through a lot of the training and gone on to do very well, but not just me, others as well, of course. However, we recognize that being persistent, we're not going to hit a home run the first time. You know, it's going to require a bit of, you know, persistence. It's going to require, you're going to hit challenges. And it will happen. Like, I promise you. Oh, you're going to try this thing on Facebook. Your Facebook account gets suspended. That's the reason why having the right influences and the mentors around you can really accelerate your process, because we've already gone through all of that drama. So we can give you some direction based on our experience. Yeah. But you're still going to hit a challenge. You will still hit a challenge, even though, you know, you might have a mentor. You're still going to hit a block in the road. But it's just good that you've got people around you that can help you. Look, what I always say is this, everybody. And those of you that have heard me speak before, you will know what I'm about to say. We must be a runaway train when it comes down to achieving success. And really take this on board, everyone. You've got to be a runaway train, all right? And at the end of the track is our vision board. So we are now on that train and we are going and we are going and we are going. You will hit little hurdles along the way. So whilst we're on this train, you might get that log that has now fallen onto the track. Now, what some of us will do is we'll stop the runaway train. Right, let's get off the train. Let's have a look at the log. Oh, what are we going to do? Yeah. Addy, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Don't know. William, don't know. Yeah, let's scratch our head. Yeah, don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, when we go home, yeah, we go home first, right? And then we come back, yeah. A week later, we'll figure out then. So go home, come back a week later. The log's still there. I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you what, let's go back home, have a cup of coffee, and then come back and let's see what we can do then, yeah? A week later, the log's still there. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? In fact, I'll tell you what, this don't work. This don't work. Yeah. Whereas those of us that are going to go on to achieve success, we are that runaway train. We see that log on the road, but guess what? We are going to go blasting straight through that log. You know the reason why? Because we are that runaway train and we are going, we are going, we are going, and we are not prepared to stop until we hit our vision. Remember, if it was easy, everyone and their dog would be doing it. Yeah, it's not always easy. So we've got to have that entrepreneurial spirit. We've got to have that mindset to go crashing through any problems that we have, because you will get problems. I will promise you that. Along the road, along the track, you see the abandoned car. Yeah, there's no one in the car, right? It's abandoned. Guess what? We go blasting straight through that as well. We will obliterate any problems that we find because we are entrepreneurs. And we are people that are going on to achieve a high level of success. And if that is you, well, come on then. If that's you, come on then. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. But if any of you that are looking for a push button, all I've got to do, just post one thing on Facebook, put, you know, one little thing here, share it, and that's it. What, you're going to make 50 grand? Come on. You know? And if we've been trying stuff before and we haven't achieved a success, it's because we're not playing by all of these rules, all right? We've got to play by the rules. And if you play by the rules, then I will promise you, I will guarantee your success, all right? Law number 9 is education is the key to your success, okay? It's the key. Education, all right? Now, the thing is, everyone, the thing is that some of us buy every single thing that we can possibly put our hands on. We might look at it, we log in, we see, oh yeah, hang on a minute, there's a bit of work here. And then we then put it on the shelf and then we move on to the next thing. We buy the next course. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a bit of work here. Right, okay, let me now move on to the next thing. The next shiny star, yeah? Oh, wow, look at that over there. This person said that they're making, 100 grand a month on eBay, and all they did is this. All right, fine, let me check that out. We buy it. Oh, look, there's a bit of work here. All right, then we move on. Anything you buy, there's going to be a bit of work to it. I can promise you that. Promise you. So it is important for you to keep on buying courses. Yes, of course. However, it's not necessary to keep on buying anything and everything. Buy what you need for what you're implementing right here, right now. So I've got a company, my business is serious about success of where, we are really helping people get results. Yeah, right, Queasy? Yeah, we're really helping people get results. So in order for me to grow my business, what I'm now going to do is, hang on a minute, right, status chatbot. Yeah, that could very much complement what it is that I'm currently doing in my business. So I'm then going to go and buy the chatbot course and then apply that to my business right here, right now. Ben's just now launched the new YouTube course. Right, brilliant. I'm now going to go and buy that. And I'm now going to implement that into what it is that I'm doing within my current business. I'm not going to necessarily buy the property course. I'm not going to buy the property course just yet, because I'm focusing right here on my business right here. But then once I've got this to a certain point where it's systemized and it's now working and it's now generating income and I know what I'm doing and everything's all good and everything's happy, now I might now go and buy the property course. Can I then go and buy the property course because that's another stream of income, but I'm sorted over here, right? I'm not going to buy the property course and this course and that course and that course all at the same time. Because some of you will complain about overwhelm. Hello? Yeah? That's the quickest way to get overwhelmed, is to try and focus on too many things at the same time. Ultimately, you want to focus on one thing at a time, okay? So, by all means, buy courses, because education is the key. However, what's in front of you right here, right now? What do you need right here? Yeah? Right here. Tim just mentioned implementation. That's correct. But recognize that when you're implementing, that you are going to hit a few hurdles along the way, right? However, it doesn't now mean that it doesn't work just because you got a bit of a challenge, but this is the spirit of an entrepreneur. We've all had challenges. I've had challenges. Simon's had challenges. Andrew Reynolds have had challenges. Who do you know that just gets on the slide and slides all the way into 100 grand with not one kink, not one bump along the road? It doesn't exist. But remember, having the right people around you, having the right mentors who can also help you increase your level of expectation, having a clear vision, all of that keeps you on track. Yeah? So look, you want to go on to generate more money? Well, come on then. I'm showing you how. Yeah? But it's up to you. Now, finally, my final law around success is, this is my favorite law. So my number one tip for success is influences. That's the number one. That is crucial. And if you don't do that, good luck. Yeah. Influences are my number one tip for success. The number one law, remember, is honesty, because if we're not being honest with ourselves, oh, well, the thing is, Jay, the thing is, right? Yeah, I'm really there, but the thing is, that is not helping. It's not helping you. It's helping you put things off, yeah. It's not helping you. But my favorite law is, yes, we are that runaway train. Yes, we are going to hit these challenges along the way. Yes, it's not always going to be easy. However, because we are entrepreneurs and because financial freedom means a lot to us, we are prepared to do whatever it takes. Yeah, whatever it takes. When your success means to you as much as, close relatives and loved ones, when your success means as much to you as people in your family, that's when you're going to become successful. If you would be prepared to crawl from London to Scotland and back in the rain and in the snow, you know, for your children or your parents or your loved ones, if you're prepared to do that for them, you've got to be prepared to do that for your business as well, for your success as well. You must. So that means, you know, so basically what I'm saying there is that, yes, it means that it's got to, you know, come, you know, very, very high on your list of priorities. And the thing is that majority of us are not prepared to do that. And then we wonder why we're not successful. But remember, does your financial freedom, does it not warrant it? Because remember, everybody, that you are creating financial freedom, not just for you, but you're creating this for your family as well. You know, your loved ones, generations. You know, my little daughter, you know, a lot of you will know that I've got a little 7-year-old daughter. You know, financial freedom is not just for me, it's for her as well. And then when she has children, when she gets older, not for a heck of a long time yet, she's only 7 years old, right? But when she has children, hopefully at some stage when she's like 30 odd, yeah, then again, you know, that legacy will then continue. But, you know, for you and your family as well. So it warrants that level of respect. This 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Well, the thing is, I tried this quick course here and oh, it don't work. You know, but we're not, oh, I don't want to work half an hour a week. Like, oh, man. And this is what's stopping us, everyone. You want to achieve success? Well, come on then. But how much does it really mean to you? So that means that when it does get difficult, you know, you're not going to allow it to stop you because, you know, it does get difficult, but because you're prepared to do what it takes, we will get around everything. You've got the mentor. So that means that, oh yeah, but Jay, I can't afford the mentor. Well, go and do whatever it takes to be able to raise what it is that you need to raise so that you can get the mentor. See, this is what the majority of the world, remember, it's only 1% of the world that is considered as successful. The rest of the 99% of the world, oh, you've got to be joking, Jay. No way, Jay, no way. You know, how much is that going to cost you? 10 grand? You've got to be joking, Jay. Yeah? I don't want to be like the rest of the 99%. Because I want to live my life financially free. So that means I've got to do what the 1% of people are prepared to do, which is to do whatever is required. And when I say whatever it takes, I do mean ethically. Sometimes I say that I had somebody say to me, yeah, but Joe, I'm not going to go and rob a bank, yeah? I'm not going to rip people off. Of course not. None of us would do that either. Of course not. Yeah? I'm talking being ethical here. Of course I am. All right? But whatever it takes is what is really important, okay? So here is a quick list of all of the laws, okay? So we've got number 1 being honesty, number 2 being vision, number 3 being expectation. Then we've got influences, working smart, mentor, replicate, persistence, education, and whatever it takes. So by all means, take a picture of this, yeah? Because this is the eating healthy, exercising, and you lose weight. Those are the rules around becoming, you know, fit and healthy, yeah, losing weight, whatever it is, yeah. These are the rules around becoming financially successful. I do not make up the rules. These are not Jay Hastings rules here. You know, this is success. So to study successful people, every single one of them will have these type of personality traits, especially if you're not, you know, if you are, you know, self-made, yeah. You know, you're the one that's creating it, yeah? You know, from the beginning. Then you've got to have these traits instilled within you, okay? So those are the 10 laws around success. Right, quick time check. Okay, I've got to speed up. Okay, right, I'm aiming to be done by around about 12:30, okay? So I hope that's okay. I'm going to try and fit in a little 5-minute break after I've done this little section as well, okay? But this stuff is really important because most of us is like, all right, all you want to do is go on to achieve success. All right, great. But you need to understand that success is not, you know, necessarily, you know, getting on the front page of Google or I mean, don't get me wrong, it's important. But the vast majority of your success will come down to your psychology. So believe it or not, everyone, I teach a lot of psychology nowadays. That's it. Because we're fed up of not everyone getting a success, but the reason why they're not getting a success is because of the psychology. Now, the money personality blueprint also, you know, plays a part in your success as well, your blueprint. So what I mean by your blueprint, remember, if we don't grow up in an environment where mum and dad are making 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month, if we don't grow up in that environment, if we grow up in an environment where money is not free flowing, you know, in my environment, you know, growing up, money certainly wasn't free flowing. You know, all I ever heard was, look, money don't grow on trees, what am I, made of money? You know, stinking rich, you know, the money is a root of all evil, little things like that. So that's what I grew up listening to. So that then meant that growing into adulthood, where do you think my mindset, but I'm saying the deep inner mindset, you know, the deep subconscious mind, where do you think that was? In terms of from, you know, being tuned into generating income, where do you think that was? So what I'm saying is that if we haven't been around great financial success growing up, you know, where do you think your mind is growing into an adult subconsciously? You know, where do you think your blueprint lies towards attracting more money? Believe it or not, this is where, again, you're going to make or not make a lot of money, is your blueprint. So I, you know, was thinking subconsciously that money is the root of all evil because that's what I grew up listening to. However, when I got to being an adult, I looked at it and thought to myself, do I really think that? Now, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming my mum or my dad or anything like that. Definitely not. They're working with what it is that they know. Because my grandparents, you know, my grandparents came from the Caribbean, came from Jamaica and Barbados, you know, came over to this country in the 60s when the UK wanted nurses and bus drivers and all the rest of it. And that's when my family came over to the UK. And, you know, when they first got here, it was like, look, you know, there was like a house full of people. It's like, look, you know, lots of people living all in one house, just, you know, grab a place to sleep and that's you. So obviously growing up in that environment, it's like, well, hang on, let's just make ends meet. Yeah, let's just, you know, make sure we can get enough food on the table. So obviously that was what my mum was taught, you know, and then obviously that's what my mum taught me. However, I kind of thought, is that what I really think? So this is not about me. This is about you. What was it like for you growing up? You know, what was money like for you? Because again, deep down within you, that's what's going to be running when it comes down to making more money and doing whatever's required. What you know from childhood growing up, that's what's going to be within you, you know, towards achieving success or not. So in our conscious mind, oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, Jay, you don't understand about me. You know, I'm going to make all this money. Yeah. Remember, anyone can say anything. However, deep down subconsciously, we're thinking that money is the root of all evil. So consciously, oh yeah. But deep down, well, hang on a minute, you know, stinking rich, look at them stinking rich people. You go into a shop, you see something you can't afford. You walk straight out saying, oh, I can't afford it. All of that is what's a deep-rooted part of your blueprint. That's your default mode. Whereas the default mode for successful people is to go into a shop, see something they can't afford, and then walk out and saying, right, I'm coming back next week, Mondays, to buy that. But what do I now need to do between now and Monday in order to be able to come back and be able to afford it? That's what successful people would be doing. You know, so you've got to think to yourself in terms of, well, what does your blueprint look like? Remember, if you didn't grow up seeing mum and dad making all of this money, then, you know, there's no real clear examples of anybody around you that have gone on to do this. So deep down within you, oh, can I really do it? Can I really do it? You know, can I? Because you haven't seen it around you. But this formed a part of your blueprint, of which we need to really now delve deep into your blueprint, into your psychology, because ultimately, everybody, if we don't have the right blueprint, then we will sabotage ourselves. Look, I know this is just about making money, everybody, but you need to understand the psychology that comes along with it. And that is that you will end up sabotaging yourself and you won't even know what you're doing. You don't even know you're doing it. You know, we'll put things off, we procrastinate, because deep down, somewhere, we don't actually believe that we're really worthy. Deep down. And then we sabotage, but we don't realize that we're sabotaging. Our conscious mind is, oh, yeah. But then that then can create a lot of stress within us, because what's actually really going on based on our conscious mind and what's really going on within us, there's a disconnect. So from where there's a disconnect, that's what creates some stress in our life. That's the reason why sometimes we might not be as happy as what we would like to be, because there's a disconnect, you see. All right. So I hope that makes sense, because this here is, again, crucial. What is your blueprint? And if we do not address and really unpick what's going on within your blueprint, then you can't go on to generate more money, or you will sabotage yourself. You will make more money in 1 month for what, you will make a bit of extra money, but then, oh, okay, I've got to spend it. 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 It's burning a hole in my pocket. I've got to spend it. Or the fridge breaks down, or the kids need something extra. Right, there you go. There's the extra cash. There's the extra cash, because deep down, subconsciously, we haven't risen our level of expectation that can accept the extra additional money coming in. Whew. It's up to you. Yeah. Money, or your success leaves clues. You often hear Ben Brophy say that. Yeah. Success leaves clues, and it does. Like I say, if we haven't seen it around us, then we haven't got examples around of people, making all this money and this money and that money. We haven't seen it. With what I do with my little girl now is, I try and let her see it. So some of you that have heard me speak before, some of you that have done some of my training, I even bring out my little girl sometimes onto the call with us. And then afterwards, I'm explaining what it is that I'm doing. She gets to come to our finance meetings and, sees all of our tenants and all the rest of it. Because again, with her, I'm just trying to show her, trying to teach her the blueprint from an early age. But of course, a lot of us don't have this. So that now means that we've now got to dive deeper into ourselves and really identify what's going on within us. If we haven't seen it growing up, well, what have we seen? What is our default mode when it comes down to making money or generating more income or doing what is required to generate income? What is our default position? Oh, I can't afford it, can't afford it, can't afford it. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. So ask yourself these questions. Normally I might do a bit of an exercise here, but we haven't got the time right now, unfortunately. But this is where I'd be asking you to write it down, So again, this is something you might want to do a little bit later. And ask yourself things like, look, what was your family or your guardian's relationship like with money? In addition, why do you feel that you are not as financially successful today as what ultimately you would like to be? Yeah. Again, this is important stuff. This is not about me here. If you're really serious about achieving success, and if you've been trying, and if you haven't quite got there as yet, well, look, really understanding who you really are in this space is something that is really important to do, because you could be sabotaging yourself right now. Yeah. With, procrastination and all different types of things to stop you from achieving it. Why? Because deep down, deep rooted within you, you don't believe that people like you should have that sort of money, or, something along those lines. All right. Like I say, I would normally do a bit of an exercise, but we're not going to do that today because we're running out of time. And when I was putting this together, I was thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to have plenty of time, but time does tick away very quickly. But it's something that you can do, like I say, yourselves. What is your relationship like with money? Start thinking about it. So what was your family or your guardian's relationship, or your guardian's relationship with money? What was it like for them? And, what is it like now for you, for example? Yeah. I've even got like a little form that you can fill out and, get a bit of an idea, like a bit of a questionnaire if you want to. I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's up to you. It's just something that will give you a bit of an idea. It's like a multiple choice question, and it will give you a bit of an idea about where you are when it comes down to, money, what are your money habits, okay? So let me just pop this in the chat. So bit.ly. And again, it's something you can do maybe a little bit later if you want to do it, okay? All right. So I'll pop that in the chat for those of you that want to do that, all right? But now I want you to take a picture of the results, okay? Because you're going to go through that form. Say if something that you want to do, like I say, I'll put the link in the chat. I don't even have time to do it right now with you. But you can do it, and then look, take a quick picture of the slide in front of you now, and see where you are. You know, see what category you fall into, see what score you get, and see what category you fall into. All right. So again, that could be something that could be quite useful. Gives you a bit of an idea as to where you are, you know, on the scale of things when it comes down to making more money. All right. Okay. Let's take a quick break, everyone. All right. When we come back from break, we're going to be speaking a little bit about procrastination and fear. All right. But in addition to that, I'm going to show you 3 ways of how you can start making money in the next 30 days as well. All right. When we come back from a quick break. Okay. Here's the slide. Somebody just asking me if I can just go back on the last slide. So just take a quick picture of that. And then we're only going to take a quick 5-minute break. And I'm going to play a little video. Yeah. I'm going to play a little video. Okay. I'm going to play this video during the break. Now, look, on the way towards success, you know, it's not always easy, as I've mentioned. And what do people like myself use to get me back into the right state of mind? Yeah, we have the mentors around us, which is great. You know, we have the right influences around us, which is great. But something that I use as well is I use a lot of these motivational videos, you know, like in the morning or whatever, you know, before I start, you know, when I come on these calls or anything like that, I listen to these type of things and it gets me into the right state of mind. That's another thing to obviously pay attention to is, you know, your state of mind when it comes down to achieving your success. What state are you in? Are you waking up like, oh man, oh God, here's another day, yeah? You know, are you, you know, getting yourself into the right state from the morning, all right? So I'm gonna play this video. I can't play it after the break because I'm short on time, Richard, unfortunately. So I'm gonna play it, you know, grab yourself a coffee if you want to, or stay and listen to the video. But we'll just have a quick 5-minute break. And this video is only going to go on for 2 or 3 minutes or so. So I'll continue after this. So I'll give you about 5 minutes. So if we resume at maybe 11:40, okay? Like I said, I'm going to run to about 12:30 today. But we'll resume at 11:40 and I'll play this video that I use to get me into state. You know, these type of videos. I love this video. Yeah, you're going to see why. I absolutely love this. But look, let's take a quick break until 11:40. I'll play this during the break and then we'll continue where I talk about procrastination and 3 ways of making money in the next 30 days. I will see you in 6 minutes. Okay, I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Be told, every champion has felt it. Every champion has felt it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much, but don't you quit. Don't you quit. Don't you quit. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference. There is something they would lose if you were not there. There was something that they would miss if you were not there. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. You do make a difference. Keep hopping. It's for people that are trying to hop their way back home. Come hell or high water, doing the best they can with what they got. That's who we are, doing the best we can with what we got. And we may not break any ribbons and we may not get any trophies, but if we can learn how to hang on in there, we'll be all right. I will not lie to you, I feel like going on. But I have seen days I did not want to get out of bed, didn't want to put on clothes, and didn't even feel like brushing my teeth. I've seen days so dark that I just wanted to keep driving, and I didn't even care where I ended up or what you called me. They came, and they passed, and they came to pass. I kept the faith. I kept it. I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of strength. I lost a lot of courage. I lost a lot of time. I lost a lot of money, but I kept down on my knees. I was still believing. Broke, I was believing. Lonely, I was believing. Betrayed, I was. If you lose a job, keep the faith. If you lose a spouse, keep the faith. If you bury your child, keep the faith. If you have to downsize, keep the faith. If you have to move in with your mama, keep the faith. If you're at your wit's end, keep the faith. If you have to catch the bus, keep the faith. If you have to dumb, keep the faith. If you get sick, keep the faith. If you lose your kidneys, keep the faith. If you got heart trouble, keep the faith. You might not get a new heart, but you gotta keep your faith.
Okay, right. Welcome back. Yes, for those of you that are asking in the comments, yes, that is TD Jakes. I love that video. You know, every single time I listen to that video, and I've listened to it literally thousands of times now, every single time it touches me in some way. You know, because it's not always easy. You know, I can promise you that. What was the question, Shirley? Pop it back in the. Pop it back in the chat. What was your question? Sorry if I missed it. But yeah, you know, success is not always easy. Not always. So what do we use to really get us in the right state of mind? You know, what do we use to really help us get there? You know, these are things of what I use to help me get into the right state of mind. We all got our own little things of what we use to just really sort of fire us up and keep us moving forward. And again, this is something I use. All right. So again, what would you like to use? What do you use? You know, I've got all these little loads of motivational videos that I love. Put on every single day of my life. I listen to them to, you know, again, just ensure that I'm in the right state of mind to really move things forward. All right. Okay. Right. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. So what about conquering procrastination, fear, and lack of consistency? Okay, what about that? All right, okay, let's go into it. So what do I mean by procrastination? Oh, you know, again, we've all got good intentions. Oh yeah, Jay, right, I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. All right, great. However, procrastination is when we're now putting things off. Like I say, no doubt we've all got good intentions, but you know, I'm going to do it on Monday. And then Monday comes, right, I'm not going to do it on Monday. Oh, I'll do it on Wednesday. Then Wednesday comes, right, I'm not going to do it on Wednesday. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it next week, Monday. And then all we do is we put it off and off and off and off and off. And then we don't even ultimately really kind of get to where it is that we're really going, because all we're doing is putting it off and off and off. Now, the thing is with procrastination is that we all suffer with an element of procrastination, all of us, you know, not just myself, not just you, not just Simon, you know, chances are, you know, the vast majority of people on this planet, you know, have put things off until tomorrow, you know, and you know, have procrastinated. However, one of the things of what you can think, you know, what to think about when trying to get over your procrastination, or to trying to stop procrastinating, and that will be things like, well, what's your reason why? Why are you doing all of this? For what? What, just so you can pay a bill? Because you don't have to put yourself through all of this. I mean, look at all of the stuff of what I've been teaching you today. So look, not only are you going to learn the strategies on how to get on the front page of Google and social media and how to create an online business, but you've also got to learn all of this stuff as well. You know, all of this mindset stuff and who you need to become and all of this stuff. So the question is, well, why? Why are you going through it all? For what? Because within your reason why, if your reason why is strong enough, then, you know, you can't, you know, procrastination can't live when you've got a reason that is strong enough as to why you're doing this. I was watching a documentary a while ago, and it was about a family in India. And the family in India, they came from a very poor part of India, and their family was living on a rubbish heap, yeah? And what they would do is they would wait for the trucks, you know, the rubbish trucks to come from the hotels and dump all of the rubbish into the rubbish dump, yeah? And then you would have the mum that was going sifting through all of the rubbish to try and find a decent meal for her children. Now, the dad, he then went across to America. He had an opportunity, he went across to America. Now, the dad worked literally day and night. Now, the reason why the dad is working day and night, we can all see it, right? Well, his family's back at home and they're going for a rubbish truck to try and find a decent meal. Can you see that reason why? Why is he now going to do whatever it takes? So, you know, why is he, you know, do you think procrastination can live there? Like, you know, there's little thoughts that come into your mind. Oh, yeah, I can't really be bothered. Hang on a minute. Your family's living on a rubbish heap, eating out of a rubbish dump. You know, is there even, you know, will procrastination even, you know, last for, can it even come into that person, period? So yes, that is quite an extreme example there, but I want to use extreme examples. I want you to really think about it. Because what's your reason why? You can probably see easily within that person, well, that person, there's no way that person's going to procrastinate. There's no way. So what's your reason why? Because I'm going to promise you this, is that it needs to be more than just because you want to pay a bill. The majority of us, you know, we're living in, you know, European countries. Majority of us on the call with me right now are from the UK. You know, we live in, you know, a Western society where, you know, our biggest problems are not necessarily, you know, water or, you know, having a comfortable place to sleep. That's not necessarily, you know, our problems. So, you know, it's almost like as if we live in an environment where it's like, well, look, we're somewhat comfortable. Every single one of us, no doubt. If we're all here with me right now, no doubt we're somewhat comfortable, even if money is not free flowing. You know, do you have water? Do you have, you know, a comfortable place to sleep? Do you have heating? So we're all somewhat comfortable to a certain point. So this is where we need to really, really go deep and really try and identify, well, why are we even doing all of this? Because it's not always going to be easy. So why? What's your reason why? And like I say, you know, if it's just to pay a bill, well, just do a bit of extra overtime at work, or, you know, get a side job or something. You know, we don't have to put yourself through all of this just to be able to pay a bill. You know, me growing up, I was always told that, you know what, Jay, you're not really going to amount to anything. Yeah, you're going to be just like other members of the family that didn't do very well, put it that way. Yeah. And for me, that really gave me a strong reason why, because I felt that people were trying to put me in a box. You know, people trying to categorize me. So because of that, it's like, well, no, you know what? I've got one experience of being who I am. I've got one experience of being Jay Anthony Hastings. And you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes to live that experience and, you know, live a great life, you know, whatever that looks like. I'm going to do what is required. And there's no way that you are going to try and dictate how I'm going to live my life. You have got to be joking. You know, so each and every day, it's like, I've got a point to prove. That's how I felt. That was my reason why. You know, I've got a daughter as well. She's 7 years old. She looks up to me. You know, I want to leave a legacy for her. I want to give her the life that I never had. That's a strong reason why for me. So what is it for you? You know, really give it some thought. And the stronger your reason why, the more your procrastination really can't live. But also recognize that procrastination is nothing really more than a test. Okay? It's nothing really more than a test. So what I mean by that is it's a test to how much you really want this. Yeah? How much do you really want it? You know, do you really want, you know, that success in your life? Because if you do, then you'll recognize when procrastination comes up, it's like, well, hang on a minute. I realize that it's just a test, but I'm not going to allow this test. You know, I'm not going to allow procrastination to win because I've got a strong enough reason why, and I really want this. In addition, recognizing that it's just thoughts. We need to be more in control of our thoughts. So thoughts that might come into your mind, oh, no, you're not good enough. Oh, yeah, you can't do this. You know, oh, this, oh, that. Well, these are just thoughts that you allow yourself to have. And again, you know, these are procrastinating thoughts that if you think it, then what it can do is when you think these things, it can then take hold of you. And before you know it, you can't get out of bed. And it's like, oh, the reason why is, oh man, I don't really want to do it. If I get up and I've got to do the day job, I've got to do the affiliate thing, I've got to do that. Oh man, yeah, is it going to really work? Oh, can I really do it? Oh. So we're making it harder on ourselves. Whereas it's not really necessary, you know, we don't have to do it. I mean, look, you know, do you want this or not? And if you want it, okay, fine. Well, let's make sure that we, you know, keep these negative thoughts away from our minds. We are the captain of our own ship. But sometimes we choose to think in a way that will literally stop us from achieving what we want to achieve. Yeah. So we are the captain. You know, have a really strong reason why. Recognize that it's nothing more than a test. Okay, nothing more than a test. But probably best, Shirley, you can see what I'm doing here in terms of I'm giving some training based around mindset and all the rest of it. Questions about affiliate marketing and stuff like that, just pop it on support@internetbusinessschool.com and we can answer stuff in relation to the actual individual courses there. Okay. So what about fear? You know, how to get over your fear? How are you going to conquer your fear? Now, again, fear? What do you mean fear, Jay? Like, I don't fear success. Who, me? You got to be joking. Really? Now, look, sometimes, and again, look, this is going to go on in more, you know, in a lot of us, more of us than what we really realize. And that is, you know, when it comes down to fear, you know, when you now start becoming more successful, you know, there may well be an element of, you know, people might now treat you a little bit differently. You know that, right? You know, you've heard of these sort of things before. I can promise you this, the more successful you become, there's going to be some people that are in your life right here, right now, that are not going to be in your life anymore. Yeah. So in which case, and the reason why I say that is because of this. Let's just now say right now, you know, things are the way they are. But now, you know, you go around to your friend's house and you talk about, you know, the price of petrol, you know, the price of milk, you know, the budget, whatever. However, now you've now got this online business working really well, you know, and you're doing really well with it. Yeah. So now you're now not really going around so much talking about the price of milk, because now what you want to talk about is, guess what? You know, I've just met Simon Coulson. I've just met Jay Hastings, you know, from the Internet Business School. And now I've done this. Now I've done that. You know, now I'm starting to become more successful. You know, that's the sort of conversation that you might want to have. And then before you know it, you're now, you know, pulling up in your convertible Mercedes, of which you've just come from holiday from the Maldives. You just bought yourself a nice new apartment down in Canary Wharf or wherever it is for you. So what I'm saying is the same people that you used to chat with a lot, the same people that you used to, go around and talk about the price of milk. Now it's like, oh, right, have you seen Shirley? Oh, man. Yeah. Shirley, she used to come around here talking about the price of milk and stuff. Like, she used to be one of us, didn't she? But now she's met all this Jay Hastings. She's met Simon Coulson, yeah? And now she's now swanning off around the world. She's got all these cars. Now, you see Shirley, all Shirley thinks about is money. Shirley, she's changed, yeah? She's changed. Now, look, I will promise you will get this. And look, I'm got to tell you that it's going to be sometimes it can be some of the closest people to you that you think that, oh, no way, these people will support me for the rest of my life. Sometimes it will be those people that are the ones that are the most envious of you, and they don't really realize that they're envious. It just now comes out with negativity. It just comes out with, jealousy. Comes out in a negative way. Yeah. Now, look, subconsciously, you're aware of this. So in which case we will sabotage ourselves because we don't want people that we've grown up with to now start not liking us. Yeah. So in which case it's like, well, no, like subconsciously sabotage. You won't even realize what's going on. Yeah. You won't even realize. Yeah. Because it's all a subconscious thing. Even when it comes down to, us growing up, maybe listening to money is the root of all evil. If we do not clear from our blueprint, like what I was talking about earlier on, if we do not clear that, then hang on a minute, subconsciously, you don't want to be evil. So even though consciously, I want to make all this money, deep down, there is an inner deep belief that money is the root of all evil, of which you don't want to be considered as evil in front of everybody. So in which case, subconsciously, sabotage. You will sabotage yourself. Does that make sense? Yeah. And this is it. This is what's happening, everyone. There could even be elements of, well, the more successful you become, the more, people will get to know you. And the more you're going to be putting your head on the chopping block to be judged, right? Now, look, we've got over 100 people with us right here, right now. And I'm sitting here speaking now. Every single one of you have formed an opinion of me. And I'm hoping that might be a positive judgment, but look, I can't guarantee that because I'm not in control. So what I'm saying is that there might be some people that say, oh, no, you see that Jay? Nah. He just talks and talks and talks, doesn't he? Yeah, nah, I don't know about that guy Jay. Yeah, no, I don't know about him. So I'm putting my head on the chopping block to be judged by lots of other people. Simon Coulson, the exact same. All of us, the exact same. Now, sometimes we don't want to put our head on a chopping block to be judged because we want everyone to like us. And look, I'm a human being. I want everyone to like me too. However, at the same time, it's like, well, look, do I want success or not? So again, putting your head on the chopping block, sometimes it's like, well, you know what? Subconsciously, I don't want people to not like me. Sabotage. Like I say, a lot of it, can come down to, really being psychological. A lot of this is. But ultimately, everybody, we need to discover who we need to become. All right? You want to become successful, right? Fine, we're coming then. But who do you need to become in order for you to now go on to achieve that success, okay? So the person that I need to become is I need to, have a mindset more like Simon Coulson, for example. I need to be prepared to do whatever it takes. I need to do all of those laws that I was talking about earlier on. But then in addition to that, I need to now make a definitive decision that this is the game for me. I am here and I am ready to play this game. So that now means that everyone judges me, if everyone doesn't like me, if my family now think, oh, look at that, now, all Jay, thinks about is money and, oh, yeah, Jay's, that's not me. That's not what I think. However, but my success might highlight other people's failures. Yeah. And subconsciously, they just can't help themselves. It's like, oh, well, you see that Jay or see that Simon or just see that, Mark or see Addy. Yeah. Like I say, they've changed, haven't they? They've changed. And again, but I've made a definitive decision that no matter what, success is more important to me. So because of that, let's do whatever it takes. Now you make that definitive decision for you. Make that decision that you are now ready to play this game and we're going to play all out. And then we just do it. We've got to just take the action. Be an action taker, make it happen, okay? That's what it comes down to. What I'm trying to get across today, everybody, is who do you need to become? You want to become successful? Great. Well, who do you need to become? What does that successful person look like? Because if you was already there, then you would already have the success. So in which case we need to maybe adjust who you are. Yes, along the way, we're going to have some challenges and all the rest of it, but because you've made a definitive decision that this is the game that you're playing, no matter what, you know, again, that's what's going to get you through. And then we just do it, whatever is required, the action that is required to get us to where it is that we want to be. And then consistency, everybody. Consistency is also key as well. Because again, look, anyone can do something for a day. Anyone can do something for a week. Your success is not going to be handed to you within a day or within a week. When we go to the gym, you know, we might go to the gym today, tomorrow, for the next, you know, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But when are we going to now start seeing the results from going to the gym? Typically, we will see the results, within you know, a couple of months. So it's the work that we put in right now, of which we can then get the results within a couple of months. Yeah. So with what we do right here, right now, we've got to be persistent and consistent with what it is, because if we're expecting to see results, we're not going to see them instantly. It might not be for a matter of weeks or even a couple of months. I'll always allow 12 weeks of consistent action with a new project of what I'm doing. I'll allow 12 weeks to start seeing results. Yeah, but that's me going all out and taking full action. Yeah, because it's not all just going to be handed to you just right here, right now. Anyone can do anything for a day. Anyone can. All of us can. So you've got to now, again, decide how much do you really want this? Because, you know, 6 weeks in and you're posting every day and you're putting out videos on Facebook, on YouTube and boosting this and doing that, and, you know, and you're not seeing the results as yet. You know, will you have the passion and the desire and the drive to keep on going? Remember, those people that go on to achieve success, of course we do. We have that passion, we have that desire, we have it all within us. Hence the reason why we'll never quit, because success means too much to us. Now, other things of what I've done over the years, because becoming consistent or learning how to be consistent, you know, again, that's not always even been easy, because for me, when I first became an entrepreneur, it's like, well, you know, where do I work? Do I work from home? Do I work from the, you know, some shared office space that I had in London? Do I work from the library around the corner, but I don't want to do that because I want to work from, you know, it's just a lot of question marks going on in my head. Oh, what do I do? What time do I start? You know, apparently successful people need to start at like 4 o'clock in the morning, but I don't really want to start at 4 o'clock in the morning, to be honest with you, you know, because I like to, you know, I don't mind working late, but I don't really want to start work at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, being consistent is not always easy. However, what I learned from mentors is, you know what, Jay, why don't you just write yourself a list? So if you're having any struggles, and again, I'm not telling anyone that you've got to do this, I'm just giving you some ideas of what we do. You know, write in lists, because what that means is that, look, you know what, no matter what time I wake up each day, no matter where I work from, here is my list of things of what I need to do. Here are my detailed targeted lists of what I need to do. And each day I just need to make sure that I get these lists done. I don't care what time I start. I don't care what time I finish. I've just got to get this stuff done. Yeah. In a list. Yeah. I mean, where did I learn that? Simon Coulson will tell you the exact same thing. However, he won't even go to lunch or break. He won't have a break until he's done this and that and this and that and this. He won't eat something before he's done this and that and this and that. So that's the way that he does things. So I'm like, well, look, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Yeah. In addition, giving yourself an ultimatum that if I don't, you know, achieve this, or if I don't build the website by the end of the week, then you know what? I'm going to outsource it. Yeah. If I don't get this done by the end of the week, I'm going to outsource it. You know, so give yourself ultimatums, because we've all got good intentions. However, like even me, and sometimes I'll say, look, I'll build that sales page, or I'll build that website, or I'll build that thing. I'll set myself a target in terms of when am I going to have that done by. And if I don't have that stuff done by that date, then you know what? Outsource it. Because at least then things still get done. It's so important to be consistent. And the more we can do, the quicker we're going to get the results that we're looking for. Yeah. The more we can do. That's why I'm saying outsourcing it, you know, is really important. And then having accountability. We all have accountability. Look, I'm just showing you what we all do. We all have accountability. You know, so in which case we all have people that are, you know, that we go to say, look, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Of which I now don't want to go back to Simon or whoever I'm having holding me accountable. I don't want to go back to them and say, oh, I haven't done it, because then I'm going to feel like I'm playing a small game. I'm saying I'm serious about success, right? You know, but then when I go to them, oh, yeah, well, I didn't do it. Oh, the thing is, and the reasons why. No way. You've got to be joking. So having an accountability partner, but I'm saying somebody that you respect, not just, you know, your partner. Because sometimes when you've got your partner as your accountability partner, that's holding you up accountable. If it's your spouse or something like that, well, it's like, well, your spouse doesn't want to upset you. So if you haven't done what it is that you said that you're going to do, you know, your spouse is not going to be that hard on you, because your spouse loves you and wants you to be happy, right? So they'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Or you don't want Dave from down the pub to be your accountability partner either, because, you know, has Dave got what it is that you want? Whilst you're talking to Dave about what it is that you're doing, he's talking about getting the beers in, yeah? So is that the sort of accountability that partner that you want? Ultimately, you know, people that have got what it is that you want, people that know how to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, have these people hold you accountable. How can you fail? You tell me this. You tell me, how can you fail? By having the right influences around you, by having the right mentor, by learning how to work smart, by having the right mentors and influences around you. You know, you're prepared to continue to educate yourself, because again, we all need to continue learning, and you've got people holding you accountable, and you're prepared to be persistent. How can you fail? You want to know how to achieve success. How can you fail if you are doing all of those things really well? How can you? This is how we've been able to go on to achieve the results of what we've been able to achieve. Because how can you fail when you put yourself in that position? And when you're prepared to now take this really seriously, you've made a definitive decision that this is it. This is the game that you're playing. How can you fail? Yeah, I mean, look, the answer is that you can't. Now, within some of the training, what we do now, along with Simon, I mean, we've got a program that, you know, that we're talking pretty much between 85% or around about 85% of all of our students are now generating income. 85% are all generating income. Because when you've got all of this accountability, the mentors, the influences, you're working smart, you've got vision, you're being persistent, how can you fail? But if you choose not to, it's up to you. Some of you, you know, might have heard me speak maybe 2-3 years ago. You know, if we're still in the same situation, we don't want that. I don't want you to be in the same situation. You know, come on. If we want to achieve it, well, come on then. But listen, I'm showing you how it's done. Yeah. Just quickly, I just saw a quick comment in the chat from Mark. All my friends and family always tell me this internet thing is just a scam. But I will not let any of them change my mind, ever. I will get there and prove them all wrong. I promised my mother before she passed away in February this year. I'm sorry to hear about your mother, Mark, but I'm loving your spirit, yeah? Because you will always have people around you that tell you that, oh, you can't do it. But the thing is that it's not a case of you can't do it, it's because they can't do it. And that's the reason why. It's like, okay, they are judging you based on their own version of their own world. And something that they believe that is not achievable, oh, okay, it can't be achievable for you then, neither. I grew up in that environment as well, you know? So I fully understand, and I'm loving your spirit, Mark, that you're prepared to do whatever it takes to get there. But like I say, that whatever it takes spirit is influences, working smart, mentors, having a vision. being persistent, having the accountability, yeah? Understanding your reason why, understanding the barriers within you that might be stopping you from achieving that success. This is what we all need to incorporate as well, okay? So, 3 ways of how we can start making money in the next 30 days. Like I say, making money doesn't have to be that difficult, everybody. It really doesn't. But are you the person that can now really execute on every single thing of what we've been learning today? Can you execute on that now and go on to really now make this work for you? 3 ways of how you can start making money, very straightforwardly, very simply, okay? Now, starting with things like bums on seats, okay? So what do I mean by bums on seats, everybody? You know, getting people to webinars, all right? You want to know just 3 simplistic ways of how to make money? I've been doing this stuff for years. Absolutely. Well, since 2015 or 2016, yeah? I've been doing all this stuff of what you're going to see right now, just as a side way of making some money. So first one being bums on seats. So when I say bums on seats, I mean getting other people to attend webinars. Yeah. So we all run webinars. I run webinars on a regular basis. There's lots of others that run webinars on a regular basis, of which by you getting bums on seats to webinars, I went through some of this training maybe a couple of weeks ago as well. I went into more detail, you know, by you applying, you know, what it is that I taught a couple of weeks ago in terms of how to use things like meetup.com to get bums on seats to webinars. I'm going to show you very, very, very briefly what I'm talking about here, okay? I want to quickly show you. I don't want to just say this and not show you what I mean, okay? Right. Just 1 minute. Right. Let's hope the computer does not pack up on me, all right? I'm sure it won't. I'm sure you've learned now computer, and I'm sure you're all good. Right. You should also be able to see my screen still, yeah? I am now on Google. So you should all be able to see my screen, and hopefully it's playing ball. Please do mention in the chat if you can't see anything. Okay. Right. I want to quickly show you something. Meetup.com, everybody. Okay. Straightforward ways of making money. Okay. All is gold. Thank you, Leon. Good to see you. Good to hear you. See that you're on the call with us, Ian. Leon, sorry. Really nice to know you here. Okay, right. Meetup.com. Right, we're all running webinars. Yeah, I'm running webinars on a regular basis. I know lots of other people that will run webinars on a regular basis. Right. You create yourself a meetup group, or first of all, you might speak to friends and family and see if any friends, family that are interested in you know attending any of our webinars. Try and get them across to our webinar. If anyone then goes on to buy anything, you get paid. Okay, done. You get paid a commission. For those of you that might have exhausted your family and friends, for example, you know, who's going to attend the webinar are going to attend, you know, and now we're left with, like, I don't really know anybody else to speak to. Well, we can jump on meetup.com. Meetup, you can create a group. Yeah, Meetup, this will cost you about £20 a month. That's about it. You can start a new group, create a group like this, of which, depending on what you call it, make sure you call it something, and you know, something straightforward. Say what it is on the tin. You will now organically just now start generating members. So look, free internet marketing business workshop. So what's this group all about? So if I've started a new group, what's the group all about? It's about internet marketing businesses, yeah? So I will now start just naturally getting people to join my group, okay? Of which, if somebody else is running a webinar, so say for example, lots of my students have done this, they have created their own groups, of which they will now start attracting members based on what they've called the group, of which when I'm running a webinar, they will just point people towards the exact webinar that I am running. So this is a webinar that I am running, say for example, on the 30th of November. They will literally copy and paste my blurb of what I've written about the event that I'm going to be running, the webinar that I'm running. They will also take the Zoom link, of which they will then start attracting their own members. And then they will point their own, you know, the members that are saying that they want to be a part of this webinar, they will let me know the people that they're sending across. But you'll see all of the people down here who have agreed to come onto the webinar. They will then point people in that direction. They will let me know anyone that they've been able to get to the webinar or anyone that's registered. If anyone buys anything, we let you know. Yeah. So I know lots and lots and lots of people that do webinars or where they are going to give you a commission, you know, for promoting their webinar. I know lots of these people that will do it. And that's all you got to do. So let me try and give you another example of actually one of my students that is actually doing this for my webinar that is coming up on the 30th, just so you've got a bit of an idea. Let me have a look at, which one? Right, let's have a look at this one. Let's see if this is one of, let's see if they're advertising it. Oh, no, I don't think he is. Let me go back. Where's Carol's one? I think this might be it. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, here we go. Right. So this is one of my students that does decently well, doing these type of things, doing lots of joint ventures with me and all the rest of it. Look, here's the event that she's marketing for the 30th. You know, all right, she's only got a few people registered now, but by the time of the event, no doubt there will be a lot more. You know, all she's done is she's created her group. It's called Start an Online Business and Do What You Want to Do. She's now marketing my event for the 30th. She will literally copy my blurb. It will say on here, somewhere it will say my name on here. Look, Jay Hastings, yeah. So she would do that. So she just literally copy the blurb. People will be attracted to attend. She's then put in the Zoom link, the same Zoom link that I'm going to be using, of which, you know, if any of the, she will let me know all of her registrations. If anyone buys, she makes a commission. Okay, and that's it. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat if that makes sense or if that doesn't make sense, because that's it. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You know, you use Meetup for it. You speak to people that you might know. You use Meetup for it. I've been doing this for years. Yeah, doing it for years. Jay, have you tried reaching out to, hang on. Have you tried reaching out through your Facebook friends, contacts? Yeah, look, that's even a good idea as well. You can get people that you know. Lorena just mentioned, yeah, people that you know on Facebook, try and get them across the webinars. All you're trying to do is get bums and seats to these webinars. You can even do some Facebook ads to say, oh, webinar, you know, how to, you know, make money on the internet. You know, here's a webinar on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Click on the link. They click on the link on Facebook, which is an ad that takes them through to your registration page on Meetup, of which you just, again, update us with anyone that is registered. Yeah. Any registrations. Can you use this on all countries? Yes, you can. I've got some of my students are getting bums on seats from places like America, the US, Australia, you know, Dubai, Canada. Works, again, can work really well, because if loads of people doing it for London, obviously there's only so much of a pool of people in London, but why don't you also do it in New York? All right, they might be 5 hours behind us, but, you know, all right, so when we're running a webinar at 8, it might be, what, 3 o'clock their time in the US. But again, you know, you can see what we're doing here. Yeah, it's quite straightforward stuff, you know, and you can have even more than one group. You can have up to 3 groups with one account. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that you can do. Yeah, you can have up to 3 groups with one account. Yeah, you can have 1 group for New York, 1 group for Sydney, Australia, 1 group for London, of which all you're doing on all the groups are trying to attract people from all of these different countries to those different groups that are interested in internet marketing or whatever, of which you're just going to advertise the one event of what we are doing, and you're going to drive people to that event. What is the fee received per person? Well, the commission structure is something you just want to speak to the person that is doing the webinar. You just want to make sure that you confirm with them what the commission structure is. You know, for us, we do as much as 50%. You know, so that means that you can get paid hundreds of pounds. You know, even as much as £500 for, you know, for anyone that buys anything. You know, typically you earn maybe £100, £200, depends on the purchase price of the product. But typically, you know, 25 to 50% is what you can earn just by referring people to webinars. Okay. Do you register first with the webinars presenter? Yes, you do. Okay, what is the commission for advertising this? What is the fee? Shirley, if you just drop an email to support@internetbusinessschool.com, and they can help you out with those sort of questions in relation to updates and stuff. I don't know, that's the answer. Like, I don't know, like, you can see what I'm doing here. So yes, you can use whatever countries. How to put it in place. Not sure what you mean by that one. Awesome idea. Yeah, look, hopefully that's all quite straightforward, everyone. Get bums and seats to webinars, of which anyone that then goes on to buy anything, you get paid a commission. Yeah? That's it. Yeah? You can use people you know, Facebook friends, whatever. But then in addition, you can use Meetup as well. And then away you go, all right? We do have some specific training in the on the Internet Business School website. It's called Easy Cash Webinar, where I go through all of this strategy in some serious detail. It's called Easy Cash Webinar. So if you like the idea and you want more info on how to do Meetup and all of that, then you can have a look at that product that we've got there. Another way of how you can start generating income in the next 30 days is joint ventures. Okay, look, if you've got a good product, why would we not want to do a joint venture with you? Yeah, let's just say, for example, you've got a really good product. You know, I'll give you an example, yeah, and I want you to look out for this. It's coming up soon. One of my students has worked for the BBC for quite some time, okay? And what she's doing is she's done lots of stuff for me in getting me on BBC Radio and getting me in newspapers and stuff like that. So she's now creating a course on how to get, your business viewed, in media. Why would, say somebody like myself, of course I'll do a joint venture with her, because I've got people that might benefit, like small businesses that could benefit from her course, her training. So of course I'll do a joint venture with her. I'm also going to try and convince some to do a JV with her as well. So if you've got a good product, hopefully that makes sense. If you've got a good product, why would people not want to do a joint venture with you? Yeah, because again, it benefits our audience. So that training that she can provide, she can help you get on the radio. Like I was on the radio, now I can say, right, as seen on BBC, and, was able to get a bit of more credibility with what I do, because now I'm on the BBC, for example. I was given a motivational speech on the BBC. This was just before England was playing in the Euro final. They got me on to give a bit of a motivational speech to the players. I don't know if it reached the players, but, just for everybody else, yeah. So little things like that, but, you can also do other things that will benefit your business, So you can see how that product would, directly be beneficial to even everybody here, maybe, to how to get your business seen even further by being on the radio and all the rest of it. So that'll be a joint venture that, of course, we will do all day long, of course. Other things of what you can do is just basically referrals. Become a middle person for everything. So right now, say, for example, if any of you need an accountant, yeah, no worries, he's my accountant. I'm going to get an affiliate commission for it, right? Yeah. So let's just also say, look, some of you might need whatever. You need a website. Okay, right, I've got a website developer that you can use. I'm going to get paid a commission, right? Yeah, you need a solicitor. I'm going to get paid a commission, right? You need a copywriter. I'm going to get paid a commission, right? So just referring people to other people, becoming a middle person, but don't forget to always take a commission. If you need, I'm not just saying doing this in the internet space, referring somebody to double glazing windows, like, take a commission. I've got a cleaner, you need a cleaner, use mine. I'll take a commission. I've been doing this stuff for years. Makes hundreds of thousands of pounds, every year just by doing this alone. So it can work really, really, really well. So hopefully that makes sense, everybody. Hopefully we've been able to see like straightforward ways. Meetup, but you can also utilize Eventbrite as well, which is similar to Meetup. Give everything a bit of a boost by marketing it with Facebook. You know, what good products can we do a JV with? What ideas have you got that we can do a JV? Now, don't come to us saying a JV with an affiliate link, because if you're coming with an affiliate link saying, oh yeah, do a JV with this affiliate link that you've got from Aweber or from, you know, SEMrush or just an online program, it's like, well, we don't really need you to get an affiliate link, you know? So where can you add the value of which, you know, you can do a joint venture? Cool. Commissions. Yeah, commissions, as I mentioned, anything from, look, 25% to 50%, could be hundreds of pounds. Yeah. And then, like I say, finding clients, really straightforward. Yeah, just put, if you need anything, my mind is geared up. If you need anything, to refer you to somebody that I use and get paid a commission in the process. All right. Okay, right. So I hope you got some value out of what it is that I've been going through today. I've been trying to go through quite quickly. Normally, you know, I might spread this out over a whole day, yeah, and throw in a few other slides, but I spread this out over a whole day. However, going through this in a couple of hours has been a bit different, but hopefully you got a lot of value out of it. All right. Now, look, some of you have been messaging me privately, directly, asking about, you know, okay, what's this leading to? You know, what offer might I potentially have, and you know, how do you get a mentor? How do you start working with people directly like myself? So look, I didn't answer because I knew I was going to come to this bit right here, right now. So hopefully you're still with me, those of you that have asked me the question in terms of what comes next. So the question is for each and every one of you now, like, and you know, obviously, hopefully you've got a bit of a feel for what I'm all about now, and you know, all we want to do is help you go on to achieve the success that you want to achieve. That's the reason why we're going to cover everything. We don't just cover the digital marketing strategies. We cover who you need to become, you know, all of this type of stuff as well. So hopefully you can see that, look, you know, by having the right mentors, having the accountability, having the influences, working smart, all of that will teach you how to work smartly, you see. And by you really applying all of that, that's how you're going to get the success that you're looking for. So how are we really going to ensure that 2022 is now going to be your best financial year that you've ever had? You know, what are you going to be doing differently based on, you know, some of the things of what it's been that we've been talking about today? You know, what are you now going to be doing differently? Okay. In addition, you know, what are you now going to be doing to ensure that you stay on track? Because I've said, look, you need to have the mentors, you need to have the right accountability partners, you need to have the right influencers around you. So what are you now going to do differently? Otherwise, look, it might be a case of, look, I'll do another webinar like this time next year. And, you know, the same thing's going to apply. It's like, oh, okay, well, you know, or Jay, I listened to you over a year ago, but I didn't do anything of what it is that you said, but, you know, I'm still trying to get successful. And it's like, oh, you know, some of you will hear me louder than others. Some of you will go over your head, and it is what it is. But like I say, until you have the right influences, the mentors, working smartly, and all the rest of it, it's going to be a struggle. All right. So what are you going to do to ensure that you stay on track? You know, what methods will you be using to increase your financial blueprint? You know, how will you learn to think like a successful person? These are the questions that I'm asking. You know, who will you surround yourself with to ensure that you are successful by default? Okay, so I want you to answer, answer just to yourself, all of these questions, because you want success, right? You know, if next year is too long, if you want it 2021, all right, fine, well, let's do it. There's no reason as to why you can't. Are you prepared to do the action that is required to really get you there? And if you are, well, come on then. Yeah, surely, all right, well, come on then. Yeah, if you're prepared to do the action, all right, let's do it. So look, ultimately, it's about unlocking your potential. Remember, it's the mindset that makes you money. You need the strategy, but you also need to understand the mindset around all of this. So it's the mindset that makes you money. Look, how much do you currently earn compared to how much do you want to earn? How deep-rooted is your financial blueprint? Yeah, these are things of what, I would really like to address with you, okay? So I want to invite each and every one of you to attend my Serious About Success bootcamp. You want mentoring, you want the right influences, you want to learn how to work smart, yeah, you want to learn how to replicate and create vision and increase your level of expectation, and all right, well, come on then. Because ultimately, I want to turn you into a money-making machine, yeah? That's what I ultimately really want to do. And ultimately, I want you to have the freedom that you desire. But again, it's completely up to you. I've been showing you everything in terms of what is required to really get there. So now it's a case of, look, if you're really now serious about success, well, come on then. You know, for those of you that hear me loudest, well, come on then. Because we're trying to get literally every single internet business school student to come and do some work with me. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Because like I say, you know, if we haven't had the success of what it is that you're looking for as yet, I can tell you now that, and you know, 85% of my community are all generating income. And I'm not just saying that. You're going to meet them. Yeah, you're going to meet them. You know, we've got, you know, Mr. Queasy with us right now. I paid Queasy a commission, what, I don't know, 2 days ago, right, Queasy? Yeah, I'm paying you commissions. Like, if you don't mind me saying, Queasy is 81 years old. He's on the call with us right now. Yeah, he's 81 years old. I paid Queasy a commission 2 days ago. Yeah, my youngest student he's just turned 14 years old. His name's Toby. Yeah, he will be doing between £1,000 to £2,000 a month. Yeah, he's 13 years old. But the reason as to why, you know, and again, you will meet them. This is not like, oh yeah, this is what Jay's saying. Yeah, it's not, oh, this is Jay. You will meet them. Look, Queasy just mentioned in the chat. Yes, Jay. Yeah, so you got your money, Queasy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad. Yeah, Queasy's 81 years old. But there's a different ball game now in terms of holding you accountable, giving you the right direction, having mentoring, you know, being around the right people, the right influences, you know, increasing your level of expectation. That's what this is all about now. Yeah. And that's the reason why the vast majority of my community are now going on to generate a decent income, because this is a whole different ball game. You know, I don't want to just leave anyone and just say, right, okay, crack on. You know, there's a few things, just watch some of these videos, crack on, goodbye, see you later. Those of you that, you know, you've struggled by taking that approach before in the past, maybe. Hence the reason why we're still here, not generating the income that we want to generate. This is a different ball game. All right. Now, look, the boot camp lasts over a 30-day period. Okay. So it's a 30-day boot camp of which you'll be working exclusively with me. So this is a kickstart. This is really designed to get you kickstarted. You know, Queasy started making money, you know, like I say, 81 years old, started making money within his 30 days. This is where he got his first commission, in his 30 days. You know, you're going to be working exclusively with me. It starts off with a 2-day workshop. Okay. So this is next week. We start on a 2-day workshop of which we'll be talking about the psychology of wealth. All right. So I'm going to give you a little bit more mindset stuff. But again, look, it's not all about the mindset now, because I've given you some real clear, you know, instructions in relation to the mindset. So although we're going to talk a little bit about psychology of wealth, we're going to be going into now creating business plans. Because yes, although we need the accountability, we need the mentors, we need the influences, what does your business plan look like? How much traffic do you need converting at X with a commission of X before you can now generate X amount of money that you're looking for? Where are we going to get that traffic from? You know, but I'm talking about a solid business plan. You can't go into Dragon's Den or get down to the final 5 on The Apprentice and say, well, the thing is, yeah, you know, I did this course, right? And yeah, like they said, you know, I just do this affiliate marketing thing and all I got to do, you know, you can't do that. They're going to laugh you out the door. You got to break it down in a plan of what it is that you're going to do to generate the income of what it is that you're looking for. So this is what we're going to be spending the first 2 days of the boot camp. We spend, again, the psychology of wealth, but then really going into helping you build a business plan. You know, how to go about finding niches. You know, I'm a big fan of finding niches, okay? We're also going to be talking about how to position yourself as an expert, how to market yourself offline and online using Facebook, YouTube, Meetup, and LinkedIn. In addition, how to sell and increase your sales. In addition, how to find joint venture deals. Somebody was just asking me in the chat, how to go about finding joint venture deals. All right, well, I'm going to show you, okay? How to find lucrative JV deals, okay? You know, I can also give you resources for anyone that needs it, contracts, joint venture agreements, invoice templates, etc., etc. I'm also going to show you how to go about systemizing your business, giving you time freedom whilst maximizing profits. Also, goal setting as well. All right. So this is the first 2 days of the boot camp. All right. Now, I actually even want to have a chat with you prior to this. I'm going to be having a chat with you prior So if you like the idea, I would have a quick consultation with you. Because if I'm saying I can help you make money, I'm not saying that, look, one shoe fits all. I need to get to know you a bit as an individual as well. So I'm going to be having a consultation with you prior to us even getting started with the 2 days, okay? So just to be clear, you will be getting clear structure, actionable steps, and this is the 30-day Kickstarter. So, you know, I am expecting you, just like Queasy, you know, generated income within the 30 days. I'm expecting you to generate income in the 30 days. I can't guarantee you're going to make 100 grand in 30 days. Remember, there's no push button, get rich quick. All I've got to do is just press this button. But, you know, I would be expecting, you know, the vast majority of you to be making money within the 30 days because this is what typically happens most of the time, okay? Because obviously you're going to have the accountability, you've got the mentor, you've got people giving you some real clear direction, all right? So after the 30 days, you're going to be getting, there's going to be another 1-day workshop, all right? Okay, so you've got you've got the 2 days at the start of the workshop, and then at the end of the workshop, there's another 1-day workshop, of which we're going to be looking over. So from an accountability point of view, you're going to look over how you've been doing over the last 30 days. How much money have you made? What was your biggest challenge? What was your biggest success? Things like that. You know, I'm also going to be showing you 5 ways to accelerate your wealth by creating, by seamlessly adding multiple streams of income. You know, there's a reason why I leave this to the final day of the bootcamp rather than at the very beginning, because I don't want everyone running off saying, oh yeah, but I want multiple streams. Look, we're going to build one stream and then another, and then another, and then another. That's how you build multiple streams of income, not all multiple streams all at the same time, okay? I'm also going to show you how you can generate as much as £27,000 in 90 minutes. I'm also going to, we're also going to talk about how to find your true life purpose, okay? You know, but this is all on the final day of the bootcamp. So we start off with the 2 days, and this is on the final day of the bootcamp. We're also going to be talking about goal setting as well, okay? Now, in between, you are going to be having weekly consultations, one-to-one consultations with either myself or one of my personally trained coaches. You know, my coaches are doing as much as £14,000 in a month. Yeah, his name's Nigel. He's one of my coaches. You will meet him. He came on this bootcamp with me last year, August. And that's the type of figures of where he's up to right now. Yeah, doing as much as £14,000 in a month. Okay, so you're going to be trained by either myself or one of my personally trained coaches on a weekly basis. In addition, you'll also get a 2-hour weekly surgery with me. So I'm available for 2 hours every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. And this is where you can drop in, drop out. If you want to come in, get your questions answered real quick for 15 minutes, then drop out. It's up to you. Or, you know, you can stay and listen to other people. I'll start asking questions and stuff like that as well. You know, it's completely up to you, you know. But the weekly Q&A, I'm available for 2 hours and I'm there. Come on board, chat with me. Let's have a look over what it is that you're doing. You know, let me make sure that you're on track as per our business plans that I've helped you create as well, okay? You're also going to get the accountability weekly themed webinars. Now, every Thursday at 8 p.m., we're going to be having an accountability webinar. Now, this is where you're going to get to meet the rest of my community. And like I say, the rest of the community are, you know, the vast majority of them are making money. And like I say, don't take my word for it. You're going to meet them all. Okay, you'll meet them all. And you can ask them what it's been like, what the progress has been like over the period of time. Okay. So again, we're going to be having the accountability themed webinar. Next will be 50% commissions on any referrals. Okay. So any referrals, you can be getting as much as 50% commissions on any referrals that you refer to me up to the bootcamp. I will give you as much as 50% commission. Okay. So that's how it works. I'll also do a joint venture with you. Like I say, there's a reason as to why my community are generating income. I'll even do a joint venture with you. So say, for example, you know, if we want to do a webinar, well, I'll show you how to get the bums and seats. I will then do the webinar with you. Okay. You know, or anything else that I can do from a joint venture point of view. Well, let's do it. Yeah. I'm serious when I'm saying that I'm here to help you generate the income. And like I say, I'm expecting you to make money within the 30 days. Okay. Now, in addition to that, I'm also going to give you access to my members area, which has got other motivational tools, you know, success stories. I've interviewed lots of successful people, but I'm also going to be showing you the latest money-making strategies. As well as that, I've also got some online marketing training within there as well, okay? So you're going to get all of that. You get lifetime access to my members area, that has got lots of other content that you might not have with the Internet Business School already, okay? Now, to summary, you're going to get 2 days workshop with me. You get the one-to-one consultations. You get the Q&A surgery with me, the accountability themed webinars, 50% on commissions. I'm going to give you lifetime access to all of my members area. You get another a one-day workshop at the end of the 30 days as well. Also joint ventures opportunities. Now, look, I put a value of 4,995 on that, yeah? Yeah? Like, that's the value that I put in it. I'm going to put a lot of time into it with you, because I'm very serious about helping you get you to where it is that you want to be, okay? Now, look, this is Donald Trump. Now, again, please don't start getting into anything political here. I'm just talking about making money here, right? Look, Donald Trump went from being a billionaire to 183 million in debt to back to being a billionaire within 2 years. Do you know why? Because his mind is programmed for success. Now, look, how many other success stories have you heard from others who lose it all only to then go back and generate the money back again? How many stories have you heard with that? Yeah. And it's not necessarily the strategy. Look, buy this presenter clicker that I've got in my hand for £1, sell it for £2. I'm now making money. How come there are people over here that are doing that? Some people are broke, some people are multi-millionaires, both selling the same product. Because it's not really the product, is it? It comes down to you and who you are. Yeah. Here's what other people say about having mentorship. Richard Branson, look, if you ask any successful business person, they will have always had a great mentor at some point along the road. Yeah. Oprah Winfrey. I think mentors are important, and I don't think anyone makes it in the world without some form of mentorship. Nobody makes it alone. Nobody has made it alone. And we are all mentors to people, even when we don't know it. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Your mentors in life are important, so choose them wisely. You want your mentors to have what it is that you want. Tony Robbins, find a great role model, perhaps someone who struggled and only really succeeded when older. Their biography and what they've done differently from you will help you. If such a person is willing to mentor you, or at least allow you to be around them, then great. And then you've got my quote down here. Look, we only have one experience of life, and time is ticking. Yeah, like, look, we're at the end of the year already. Yeah, look, you know, at the start of next year, look, COVID would be like 2 years old. Can you imagine that? That had come around really quickly, right? You know, it only feels like maybe 8 months ago that it was, you know, the pandemic hit. But now it's like, wow, we're almost 2 years in. You know, life is ticking. It goes by very, very, very quickly. And you've only got one experience of being who you are. So what are we going to do? Yeah. Do you want mentoring so you can get you to where it is that you want to be or not? It's up to you. Yeah. So does this really work? Does it? Now look, I have made well over £2 million closing sales and commissions, you know, over the last few years, you know, again, because I understand what it takes. You know, all I do is replicate what other successful people do, but you need to understand how these successful people think. Yeah. You know, and again, having the right influences. Some of you might have seen me speak on some large stages around the world, yeah? At the Excel Center and, you know, other places like that. Now, how do you think I got there? You know, it's, oh, Jay's just a great guy. Yeah, he's a great speaker, whatever. No, you know, my mentor helped me get there. That's it. So by having mentors and stuff, you can have some great opportunities as well. Yeah. You know, Nigel, the same guy that I just mentioned, one of my coaches, he had an opportunity with Simon to do a JV webinar with Simon a couple of months ago. But how do you think that he got that opportunity? By having mentors, they can also give you the right opportunity as well. Okay, I can say it's up to you. Now, this is Linda. Now, we love Linda. Now, Linda had shiny object syndrome, trying lots of different courses. Yeah. However, when she met me and she now started doing some training with me, you know, I really gave her the push that she needed, of which she started generating over £5,000 literally within the first 5 days. You can hear directly from Linda right now. Here we go.
Hello, my name's Linda and I attended Jay Hastings SAS bootcamp. Hello, my name's Linda and I attended Jay Hastings SAS bootcamp a couple of months ago now, and he really gave me the kick up the arse I needed, and it's you know, the motivation that Jay gave me. I went on after about 5 days to earn £5,250 and 50p. So he certainly, you know, gave me the motivation to succeed. It's if you haven't got the motivation, then you're going to fail. And Jay certainly has got lots of inspiration, and you know, yeah, he's gave me the kick up the arse I needed.
Perfect. Sound going on? Yes, you can hear me. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, brilliant. Whew. Okay, right. Did you hear Linda when I was playing Linda? Did you hear that? Yeah, you can hear me now, but you heard Linda. Okay, perfect. Right. Okay, brilliant. Right. So this is Dave. As I mentioned, Dave has done very well within 12 days utilizing meetup strategy, the exact meetup strategy. He made just under £5,500 in 12 days. Okay. So again, why? Because look, here's a Facebook conversation that we had, you know, of which, you know, you can see it down here. You know, that's the Facebook conversation that we had. You know, again, Dave thanking me for helping him get started. But he had the right mindset, you see. Dave's got the right mindset, okay? This is Karen. Now, we love Karen. Karen is another student of mine. You can hear directly from Karen in a second. I'll try and ensure this plays. But she hated her job in local authority. I met Karen in about 2018. She hated her job in local authority, was messing about a little bit. But then when she really decided to get serious, come on the program, she was able to leave her day job within 6 months. Right, you can hear directly from Karen. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Karen Patterson. I met Jay Hastings back in January 2018. Working with Jay, within 6 months, I was able to leave my job and could work for myself full time, which has given me the flexibility to be able to do the things that I absolutely adore. Working with Jay has been brilliant. He's been a great motivator, he's inspiring, and he helps you to keep yourself on track, which is the big thing, especially when you're setting up for yourself for the first time. It's been absolutely wonderful working with Jay, and I'm grateful for his help and his support and mentoring me in my business.
I'm hoping you can hear me now, yeah? I'm hoping you heard Karen and you can hear me. You can hear me? Yeah, all right, perfect, brilliant. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, brilliant.
Hi, my name's...
You guys have been great today, yeah? Like really, really, really good. I want to thank you so much. Because you can see I've had so many issues today, yeah? With you know, technical issues, but you guys have stuck with me. You've been very responsive, and you know, I love you for it, all right? And I really genuinely do. Look, this is Billy. Billy, again, one of my students, was unemployed when he first met me. Within literally a couple of months, a few months, he was generating just under £10,500 a month. You can hear directly from Billy himself as well.
Hello, my name is Billy Wood, and since attending Jay's Serious About Success course, I have gone on to generate over £10,463 over the last few months. It's been a complete different shift in mindset, and I now know how to go about creating wealth for myself going forward.
So that is Billy, okay? So look, let's few of my students, okay? This is a few of my students, all right? Like I said, I've got Queasy on the line with us right now, and there's lots of them, okay? There's lots of them. And like I say, you know, the vast majority go on to generate income now because of, you know, they've got the accountability and all the rest of it, okay? So my question to you now is, are you serious about success? Give me an idea. I want to know if you're serious about success. So if you are serious about success, pop a little yes in the chat. I want to see who is serious here. Who is really serious? Are you fed up of not achieving the financial income of what you want to achieve? So give me an idea. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, William. Thank you, Adokia. I hope I got that name right. Chris. Okay, Metka. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, Lorena. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to get an idea. Yeah, Mark's saying, yeah, I'm serious, but it depends on price. But remember, you know, if you can see it, I'm not going to charge you £50,000, but if you can see it, it's not about the price. It's not about this. It's about how much money you're going to make. Remember, I spent as much as 10 grand, you know, in my first year. Yeah. However, I made 94 grand. So it's like, well, cool. So it's not about that. It's about what you're going to achieve. But these are the things that I want to teach you. Okay, so just to quickly recap, the 2-day workshop that we're going to have, we're going to talk about the psychology of wealth. We're going to create a solid business plan, how to find your niche, how to position yourself as an expert, how to market yourself offline and online using Facebook, Meetup, LinkedIn, etc., how to sell and increase your sales, how to find joint venture deals, how to systemize your business, and all the resources that you could possibly need, goal setting as well, okay? So just remember, you're going to be getting clear structure, actionable steps, and this is the start of the 30-day Kickstarter. Like I say, I'm expecting to generate income within that 30 days. Remember, at the end of the 30 days, you're going to have another 1-day workshop where we're going to be going through accountability, like how well have you done? You know, we're going to talk about 5 ways of creating multiple streams of income, how to generate £27,000 in 90 minutes, how to find your true life purpose, and further goal setting as well. All right. In between, you'll be getting weekly one-to-one coaching sessions with either myself or one of my coaches. I'm available for your Q&A surgery just directly with me every week. We're going to have the accountability themed webinars, 50% on commissions on all referrals, joint venture opportunities as well that me and you can have. You're going to have access to my members area that's got thousands of pounds worth of content within the members area as well, money making strategies, online marketing training, etc. Now, we all know Stas. Well, guess what? Stas, again, with my personal mentorship, Stas is now doing as much as £50,000 a month. Stas used to shadow me everywhere I used to go. Stas was was there alongside me everywhere I would go. I'd put on an event. Stas would be, again, helping me, handing out leaflets, whatever it is I needed. Again, he just wanted to be around a mentor, somebody that can teach him. And now he's able to do as much as £50,000 in a month. We all know Stas, right? He's able to do that. But again, you know, with my personal mentorship, that was what enabled him to really get there quite quickly. All right. So when do we start, everybody? We are starting next weekend, okay? So what I want to do is, for those of you that are interested, I want to have a chat with you beforehand, okay? I want to have a chat with you before next weekend, all right? My PA will be in contact with you and she will book in a session that we can have a chat, just a Zoom chat, prior to next weekend. I want to have a bit of a chat with you before we actually really get started, okay? And then we get started. The first 2 days of the boot camp starts on the 20th and the 21st of November. So again, here's a quick summary of everything. Now you're asking, Mark was asking, all right, Jay, what's the price? Now look, I would normally sell this for $2,995 plus that. That's how much I've sold this before previously. So that's the price of my boot camp. I'm going to put a lot of time and effort into you to get you up to speed. I'm not going to charge you $2,995 plus VAT today. I am going to charge you $995 including VAT. Okay, so that is the price. $995 including that. All right. Now, there are installment plans available. So look, I want to try and make this affordable for every single one of you that wants to achieve success. I really want to make it affordable for all of you. So in which case, there are installment plans available as well. Now, if you like the idea, okay, now with installment plans, there is a slight extra 10% charge for anyone paying on installments, okay? What I'm going to do is, for those of you that are interested, I'm going to pop the links in the chat, all right? So in the chat, I'm just writing it out right now. And all you've got to do is click on the link in the chat. If you're writing it out, yourself, it's case sensitive, okay? It is case sensitive. So let me just pop this in the chat. Oh, hang on, payments. Okay, right, so I've just popped the first one in there. I'm also going to do the next one as well. Now with the installment link, what that's going to do is just take you through to a form that you fill out, of which I'm going to contact you and I'm going to sort out some installments for you, okay? Like I say, we've got multiple different plans of what you can jump on. We want to try and make this affordable for every single one of you. So anyone that wants to do this, we can make this affordable for you, okay? But again, if you are interested in paying on installments, there is a slight extra additional charge for paying on installments. Okay. However, those of you that just want to go ahead and take advantage of the 995 price, again, click on that top link. Let me just pop that in there. Okay, bit.ly, make sure that I've got the right link there. Right, enter on that one. Okay, so in the chat, you will see the links in the chat. So just go ahead and click on those links if you want to pay in full. You can do that straight away. If you click on the first link that I put in the chat, that's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. Your zip code is just your postcode, okay? So just enter your details in here, just click check out, and that will sort that out. For those of you that are paying on installments, if you click on the second link that I've just popped in the chat, you will see this form here. All you're going to do is fill out this form here, of which that will prompt me now to give you a quick call, okay? I will give you a quick call, and that will prompt me to give you a quick call, of which we can then get you set up on an installment plan, so that you can come along, all right? So here it is, everybody. This is literally my final slide. Let me just quickly answer any questions. If anyone's got any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Will there be a Q&A? Yeah, I'm doing it right now. So pop it in the chat. If you've got any questions for me based on what it is that I've just been going through. Let me just pop this in the link as well. So the first link here is this one, SAS Bootcamp payment. And then we've got the other installment one here as well. That's all in the chat. So if you've got any questions for me at all, please pop it in the chat. I am here to answer any questions that you might have. Like I say, we can make this affordable for everyone. All we want to do is just help you to achieve the success you're looking for, right? So if you are, ready to achieve the success, if you've been struggling before, well, you've seen that, you've heard from the testimonials, you've even heard a little bit from Queasy. Yes, there will be other dates, Julia. So if you like the idea, then, again, we can pop you on the next bootcamp that we are going to do. So go ahead and you can still go ahead, and we'll give you the dates for the next bootcamp. We run this like every month or so, every 6 weeks or so, we run a new bootcamp. So the next one won't be until after Christmas now, though. But again, if you like it, we will be doing this again for sure. Right, other questions? Q&A with a qualification. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are the workshops attended online? It's all online. So it's all via Zoom. So it's all online. Do you have contacts for working on environment and climate change? For climate and environment change, if you're looking to do that, like the joint ventures, then no doubt, look, there are ways of how I'm going to show you how you can get contact with people that joint ventures for pretty much any niche. Okay, I can teach you how to go about doing that. I'm just trying to think if I've got any direct members or people that work with the environment stuff. I can't think of anybody in particular right now, but look, no doubt I can show you how you can get joint ventures with people. Jay, make a workshop on how to change your mindset regarding taking commission, because so many expect to get things. Okay, right. So make a workshop on how to change a mindset regarding taking commission. I mean the psychology behind it, because so many people expect to get info for free. So a commission connections should be hidden. I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, I can give you some training on how to increase conversions and stuff like that, if that's what you mean. Let me just read that again. Make a workshop on how to change a mindset regarding taking commission. I mean a psychology behind it, because so many people expect to get info for free, so a commission connections should be hidden. Your comments. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe I'm just being a little bit sorry. I'm not really too sure what you mean. You are right. So many people do expect to get things for free, and I don't know, it is what it is. We've all been there. But I'm going to be honest with you. You're only going to get so far with free. Free YouTube, free webinars. You're only going to get so far. You want to really now get to where it is that you want to go. Then look, I've been talking about all of this all day today, of where getting yourself around the right people will definitely help you. Will there be another Serious About Success bootcamp after this? Yes. So I can give you like the dates I mentioned are just the next upcoming dates. If you want to do a later date, as I mentioned, we run this every month, if not every 6 weeks or so. So again, you can purchase this now, of which we can give you the dates for the next upcoming boot camps that we've got at the start of the year. I work as a live-in carer at the moment. How much time per day should I invest to it? Now, look, if we're not going to do, you know, obviously the more hours you can put in, the more time you can put in, the better your results are going to be. Yeah. Like the more you can put in, like, you know, however, look, if you can't put in the physical time yourself, then we can always outsource it. It's about working smart. So we come up with a plan that helps, you know, that part of that business plan is going to, you know, a smart business plan that's going to help you to, you know, work around anything that you need to. So help organize everything. So again, look, I've got people that, you know, again, they're not time rich. You know, they've got day jobs and they've got the kids, you know, and it's difficult. So we set a plan to make sure that everything still gets done. So don't let that get them stop you. Don't let that get in your way at all. So in terms of how much time should you invest, if you've got like, look, between 5 and 10 hours a week, but then we might have to outsource some things on top of that, depending on what it is that we do. Okay. Okay, Shirley is still talking about other courses, affiliate marketing courses that the Internet Business School are going to be familiar with. So as I mentioned before, if you can just drop them an email, support@internetbusinessschool.com, they can give you some insight in terms of where them updates might be. I'm not too sure what else I need to say in relation to that. Other questions that we might have. Yeah, they're talking about updating products from Heloise and Nick Lay. I have no idea, absolutely no idea. Is day trading a good niche? Do you have experience of this? Yes, I do have experience of trading. I did end of day trading for quite some time, and I also done Forex trading as well. I've got one of my students, his name is Jonathan. He has got a very, very, very good training course on trading. You know, people are getting some great results. Again, he's one of our students. He's somebody that you will meet. He's doing really, really, really well, and he's somebody that can also give some direction as well. How to handle commission? Chris is asking. So, how to handle commission? Yeah, look, I mean, look, you know, we could do some training based on how to handle commissions and stuff like that. That is not an issue in any way, shape, or form. Chris meant to ask how to invite people to pay for commissions without actually spelling it out, okay, to them, or without letting them know that they are paying for the commission too, apart from the main product. Yeah, I mean, look, we can give training on pretty much anything. You know, this is going to be some of the things of what I will speak to you about in the consultation. All right. So we'll have a bit of a consultation. Let's have a bit of a chat with you to get a bit of an idea on who you are, what you're all about, the sorts of things and what you want to work on, and answer any sort of questions like that. Which should be all good. The daughter's birthday is on the 21st of November. Then Christmas is coming, so it has to be after Christmas. Okay, cool. No worries. Thank you, Mark. You've been great. It's been great having you on the webinar as well. So yeah, by all means, look, we can give you the dates for after Christmas as well if you can't make it next weekend. Okay, Shirley, again, I don't know about the other people's courses. I have my own businesses that I run. I don't work for the Internet Business School. I do lots of work, you know, I do a bit of coaching for them, but I don't know about courses that you might have bought from somebody, you know, somebody that we might have recommended in 2018. I don't know about those courses, hence the reason why I'm saying if you email support@internetbusinessschool.com, then they can give you some direction in relation to that. It's not for right here, right now. You can see what I'm doing, okay? Yes, definitely happy birthday for your daughter, Mark. Cool. Any other questions for me at all? Anything else? Did anybody have any other questions? I'm here to answer anything. Like I say, look, I'd like to work with each and every one of you. Let me just pop the link back in the thing, just because I know that it's case sensitive, you see. So I'm just conscious of people might just be typing in the bit.ly link without doing the case sensitivity. So I'm going to pop the links back in the chat as well. SAS hyphen bootcamp. You do not know about your association with internet. I don't know, Shirley. SAS bootcamp hyphen payment. Okay, right. So I'll put that in there. Okay. bit.ly/SAS hyphen bootcamp installments. Okay, right. Like I say, we can make it affordable for every single one of you if you would like to come along and do this. Okay, so it's just, I'll just re-put it back into the chat in case anybody missed that before. Okay, right. Any other questions? Right. Okay. I am 3 hours ahead of you here. What time? Okay, good question. What time do we start? We start at 10 a.m. Okay, we will start at 10 a.m. And we will pretty much run until around about 6 p.m. from 10 a.m. to about 6 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. It is all day. Obviously, we're going into it in terms of helping you build a business plan. It's a 2-day workshop online. It's all on Zoom. So it's all online on Zoom. So it's all there. So it's all on Zoom. How can I sell your product? How can I sell your product? Okay, yeah. Which product? If you're talking about this one, again, I showed you the meetup sort of stuff where you can start promoting it that way. Can't wait to work with you as well, Mark. Very much looking forward to working with you as well. Thank you as well. I see you after Christmas. But again, look, what you can do is you can fill in a form or go ahead and my PA will be in contact with you to sort out the dates and all that sort of stuff and when you're going to attend. So there are other dates available for January and February. Like I say, I run this pretty much every month, if not every 6 weeks or so. Right, any other questions at all? Any more for any more? Any more? But I have gone over. I'm really sorry. I've gone over by like 34 minutes. I did plan on finish at 12:30. I'm looking forward to taking the SAS bootcamp. Okay, cool. Look, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Adu Key. Look, in terms of applying affiliate marketing courses and all the rest of it, look, you need the mentors alongside you to help you implement. This is the whole point. The accountability partners to help you implement everything. That's the whole point. It's up to you. Here's some videos, crack on, do the best that you possibly can. However, look, time is ticking. And what we want to do is we want to help you get to where you want to get you to where it is that you want to be sooner rather than later. So, with my training, it runs alongside what's your business plan for the affiliate marketing? How much traffic do you need? Converting at X. What's going to be the product that you're going to be working with? What's going to be the best way of promoting that product? There's going to be lots of different things. We need to help you build a business plan around even affiliate marketing. Whatever it is that you're doing, we need to help you build a business plan. So in which case, if you're doing affiliate marketing or whatever, this is to run alongside that. So anything that you're doing, that's why I want to have a bit of a consultation to get a bit of an idea on what it is that you want to be doing. If there's no idea, if any of you have no idea of what you want to do, don't worry. I'll just teach you how to do bums and seats strategy in more detail. And we'll just do that, But, I want to have that consultation so I get a bit of an idea on what it is that you want to be doing. And then we build a business plan to help really now get the results on that business from whatever it is that you're choosing to do. And then you've got people like myself to give you direction, hold you accountable. So it runs alongside it. Rather than, doing this and then doing that. But like I say, it's up to you. Yeah, we're trying to show you how to become successful. It's up to you, okay? So remember that, yes, that is $995 inclusive of VAT. Okay, $995 including that. Best webinar I've ever heard. Mark, now that is a compliment. I appreciate that. That is really nice of you to say. Lorena, thank you. Nice to know that you're on the call with us as well. All right, any more before I wrap this up? There's no VAT in Bahrain. Okay, yeah, this is all inclusive. The cost is $995. Okay, so that's that. So any more for any more? Any other questions at all? Let me know if you've got any more questions. Any more for any more? How many days in a year do you work with your courses and webinars? How many days do you get for your holidays per year? Marina, really good question. You know, my time is my own. Yeah. So in which case, you know, what that basically means is, look, next week I'm going away on holiday. You know, I've booked a log cabin down deep into Essex, and I'm away next week. I was away. The last holiday I took was the start of September. I was away for a week then because I wanted to. Obviously, I'll have all Christmas off. You know, you do what you want. You know, so for me, you know, how many days in a year do you work with your courses and webinars? Well, I mean, it's difficult to say really, but you know, like I say, I run this boot camp every 6 weeks or so. You know, but it's my choice. You know, in August, I think around August, you know, I took my foot off the pedal because I just wanted a bit of a break. So we didn't run any, you know. So yeah, I mean, like, it's difficult to say, but just what I choose to do, really, you know, I just work, you know, around the hours that suit me, really. I don't do alarm clocks. I don't do early morning starts. It's just not my thing. You know, hence why we're starting at 10 o'clock. Always the hope my foot is okay now. Yeah, my foot's okay. Yeah, my foot's all good. Yeah, the foot's okay. Thank you very much, Lorena. But look, I can show you how to again put yourself in a position where your hours, the working hours that you work are your own as well. All right. So again, you know, if you want to work with me, I will show you how you can put yourself in that position as well. All right. So any more before I wrap this up? Looking forward to meeting you in person as well, Mark. Definitely. Look, even some of the consultations and stuff that we do that in person as well sometimes. If you're happy to come to me, you know, I live just outside East London, in a place called Buckhurst Hill, which is right near Chigwell, Loughton. You know, if you're happy to come to me, we can do consultations and stuff in person. You know, I do that a lot as well, because this is serious now. This is a whole different ball game. This is now like, okay, well, what do we need to do that's going to help you the most? You know, sometimes people prefer having face-to-face sit down and all that sort of stuff. So, all right, fine, let's do it. You know, this is about now helping you get you to where it is that you want to be. So giving you the support of what you need to help you get to where it is that you want to be. All right. Any more for any more, everyone? Any more for any more? We've still got 66 people on here. I heard there are a lot of charges in affiliate marketing. Well, it depends on what you're doing. It depends. You know, if you were to build like a website based around like a particular topic, let's just say, I don't know, you're going to do reviews on the best digital marketing courses, yeah, of which, you know, you're going to build a website and you're going to have a hub of information about, you know, digital marketing courses, and then you know, you're driving traffic, you know, to that website, which then links onto affiliate links, and you're driving traffic by doing SEO, so you're getting ranked and organically on Google, or you're going to just, you know, drive some traffic on Facebook, then it doesn't have to be expensive. If you're using if you're going after Google Ads, you know, it depends. It depends on what you're doing. Hence the reason why we need a plan. Yeah. So that's it. That's what I'm saying. It depends. So we've got to look at your budget, look at what it is that you're planning on doing. Let's create something that fits you. Thank you very much, William. Looking forward to seeing you as well, which is great. Any more for any more? Any more questions for any more? I will go for about another minute if you've got any more questions. If not, then I will bring this pretty much to a close. Any more for any more? Thank you, Lorena. And look, thank you each and every one of you for sticking with me, because I've had some serious problems today with the whole IT stuff, and it's been killing me. Yeah, you're right. Get a new computer. You are right. Every single week I say, right, I get a new computer. I'm going to get a new computer. But then it's like, oh, actually my computer starts performing, okay, and it starts working all right. So I'm like, all right, it's all right now. It's all right now. You know, but then I'm like, okay, right. Then it starts doing this again. Then I'm like, I've got to get a new computer. But then it will start behaving itself. And it's like, well, it's a bit of a pain to change everything and get everything, you know, get everything onto the new computer. But look, today was the final straw. I'm getting a new computer next week. I have to. I have no other choice. Can I sell one? Well, yeah. If you've got Max to sell, then by all means, drop me a line, and we can go forward from there. All right, then, everybody. So if there's no other questions, if everything is all answered, then I will bring today to a close. Thank you so much for your time. You've been absolutely great. I'll leave the screen up for a minute. Okay, very much looking forward to working with each and every one of you. I'll leave the screen up for a minute. By all means, if you need any questions, you've got any queries about anything, you can always email us at support@seriousaboutsuccess.com as well, or just use the normal support@internetbusinessschool.com. Look, until the next time, everyone, I'll leave the screen up for a minute. But until the next time, thank you so much for your attendance. And I will see you all who's going to be working with me next week. I will look forward to seeing you all very, very, very soon. Until then, thank you very much for your time. Take care and have a great rest of your weekend. Cheers. Goodbye.